Religiously, understand the 7 principles of hell. You understand the 7 demons within you. You understand the whole concept. It's a whole metaphysical concept. We didn't go over that, but anyway, so people can't manifest because they don't even believe they can have what they ask for. They always say, go and put yourself around the things you want. Why? So you can use those 5 senses so you can get a feeling of what the things are. So now you have a clearer picture of what the things are. So now people will try to manifest and look for the object they manifesting, but they not matching the frequency of it. So what happens is the universe gives you things to build you up to matching that frequency, to your own personal belief that you even deserve what you asking for.
Yo, you spitting some gems right there, coach. But for those of y'all in the background, man, check this out, yo. They say karma's bad, but is it true? Depending on your actions, that's how she'll come for you. She's a friend to me, but an enemy in your head. Karma brings me peace, while in your mind she spreads dread. We blame God for the problems around us, turning a deaf ear to our own mistakes. We blame the devil for our misguided actions, lost in the shadows of regret and mistakes. Elders criticize, you rebel in return, cutting off potential, lessons unlearned. Butterflies trapped in cocoons, dreams adjourned. A cycle of disrespect, the flames still burn. Parents strive growth, children push away. Generations clash, never finding a way. In heaven in progress, the price we pay. Butterflies grounded, never to sway. The cycle repeats, a never-ending chain. Misunderstandings persist, causing pain. Lost potential lingers like a stain. Generations at odds, searching in vain. We're stuck in a cycle of pain and sorrow, hoping for a better tomorrow. Black lives matter, white lives matter too. It's time to unite and break through. I'm just saying, it's 2025, but it feels like it's 1942. Black lives matter, white lives matter. That's the plea. Blaming the white man for all the hate that we see. Yet we're still killing our own kin. Can't break free. Struggling to find peace in this chaotic scene. Racism and violence tearing at the seams. Pointing fingers while we continue to demean. Looking ahead with hope in our hearts. Learning from our past mistakes. Making new starts. Together we stand against all that tears us apart. Black or white, it's time for a fresh start. We're quick to point fingers at others, but in reality, it's ourselves that we need. The power to change lies within us. Why blame others when we can be our own lead? Just a little food for thought.
But they trick you. They told you it's something outside you coming into you. That's how they get you to accept God is outside you. That's that old concept. God knows it's in you. That's why when you have a deep desire, things come true. When you get that feeling of God either way. Because that's true. But it's not outside of you, it's inside. They don't want you to know what's inside. Because there's a group of people, it's not inside of you. They have to get you to participate and give that energy away so they can have those experiences. And that's what most people do. By worshiping something outside themselves. You're giving that energy away. I should have did this on word.
In the balance of right and wrong, karma scales tip where they belong. She rewards my deeds with serenity, but in your thoughts, she breathes enmity. What you sow, you shall reap. Karma's justice runs deep. I find solace in her embrace, while she hunts you with no grace. In the wrong generation, lost in time's illusion. God's mixed up in my mother's womb, a cosmic confusion. Feeling out of place, like a puzzle piece misplaced. Searching for my purpose in this unfamiliar space. Born into a world that doesn't quite fit. A old soul trapped in a modern day script. Yearning for simplicity, longing for connection. In a fast-paced world of constant rejection, I navigate this life with an ancient soul's gaze. Struggling to find my path in these chaotic days. Perhaps God had a plan beyond what I can see, to challenge me to grow and set my spirit free.
But they didn't trick you. They told you it's something outside you coming into you. That's how they get you to accept God is outside you. That's that old concept. God knows it's in you. That's why when you have a deep desire, things come true. When you get that feeling of God either way. Because that's true. But it's not outside of you, it's inside. They don't want you to know it's inside. Because there's a group of people, it's not inside of them. They have to get you to participate and give that energy away so they can have those experiences. And that's what most people do. By worshiping something outside themselves. You're giving that energy away.
It's your word.
I should have did this on word.
With the strike impacting everything from trash to libraries, but court orders are sending some of the city's 9,000 striking workers back to work. Employees at the 911 call center and essential water department facilities They have to return to their jobs. The court also ruled picketers cannot block access to city buildings and work sites or threaten, harass, or interfere with city employees or vehicles at city facilities. Picketers also can't block the delivery of products to city facilities. There can also only be a maximum of 8 picketers outside a facility at a time, and they must be at least 10 feet away from the entrance. NBC 10's Brenna White live for us in South Philadelphia with more on what is next. Brenna.
Yeah, less than 30 hours into this strike, and we are seeing the trash piling up. This at 18th and Catherine is one of about 60 drop-off sites designated by the city. And you can see the trash that's piling up here is taller than me in some cases. It's halfway up this stop sign. I mean, it's just piling up beyond the dumpster. Absolutely. The summer heat definitely not helping the smell situation, I can tell you, being out here. And it's not the only spot in the city that's teeming with trash. Our cameras have seen bags piling up near dumpsters throughout Philadelphia. The city has asked people to bring their trash to one of these 63 designated spots, but in some cases the sites were already full, as we're seeing here, or people were greeted by closed gates. We also saw some confrontations going on between residents and picketers. The mayor criticized picketers for what she called vandalism, opening up fire hydrants near these sites and parking cars in front of some trash facilities. In response to an injunction filed by the city, a judge ruled picketers need to stay 10 feet away from facilities where they're striking so as not to block people from bringing trash to one of the drop-offs. Many striking workers are asking you not to problem solve in this situation as a bargaining tool against the city. Mayor Parker maintains her administration is standing by its offer, which they call historic.
District Council 33 has never been offered a contract of this value by any mayor in over 30 years in the city of Philadelphia. And I'm proud to be the mayor of this city who delivered in a tangible way. Now we just have to get back to the table.
Don't take it to those dumps that she's suggesting, but try to hold on to it until this is resolved.
Why are you saying that?
Because all that's doing is helping her keep us from not getting what we want.
We asked the city what residents should do if they can't find anywhere to get rid of their trash. They asked for patience as they navigate a solution. They say they're working on bringing in more trucks to get rid of the trash. The director of the city's Clean and Green Initiative says this city generates some 2,000 tons of trash per day. So you can expect to see it piling up in spots all throughout the city. Even on our drive here to this drop-off location, we saw a lot of trash piling up on pretty much every corner throughout Center City. Live in Center City, Brenna White, NBC 10 News.
Philadelphia libraries, they're now closed. The Free Library of Philadelphia says it's due to safety issues related to picketing. Injunctions have been filed so more libraries can stay open. Count on NBC 10 for continuing coverage of the DC 33 strike. We've got a live blog with the latest updates on everything from rec center hours to the number of...
Hey, what up, everybody? Wait, I'm hiding. I'm hiding. Here we go. Hey, what up, everybody? I hope all of y'all is having a blessed and humble day. Continue to have a blessed and humble all night. This y'all should be Rachel. Yo, I want to welcome all of y'all to the Writers for Life. Bring you to Let's Talk About It podcast, man. Today's topic, man, I'm getting it off my chest and until I'm like a Shorty speaks her mind, man. What's on your chest? Link down below for anybody that wants to join, man. But come on, Philly, man. This is not the way. So, today makes it day 7 of the strike, right? We did a live the other day. I think we did the live one. Was it on, if I'm not mistaken, the 4th of July, on the 5th, if I'm not mistaken. We did a live, right? And I gave a lot of people my opinion. And they said, what the hell is going on, man? Philly is wilding, yo. Like, I don't know if y'all just paid attention to the video, right? That is what was happening, right, on the first and the second day of the strike, right? Now, Monday has come. I haven't heard nothing from the mayor. All right. Now, the last time we heard from the mayor was when we did the live on Saturday, right? So ever since, we did that live, we haven't heard nothing here in Philadelphia, right? Have they come to any resolutions? They haven't. a lot of people know how I feel, what I think about the situation. I think it's crazy. They is really, really wilding out here for real, right? A lot of people are starting to say, hey, look, listen, we're about to bring in master splinters. It's about to bring a whole lot of flies. Listen, we've been having it, all right? Don't say that this is about to start bringing this. It's about to start bringing that. I want to hear a solution. I want to hear a resolution from both the mayor, right, and the union representatives, right? Something's not adding up. Something is not right, all right? I'm not sure if it's coming from the mayor's side. I'm not sure if it's coming from, the union reps, right? But one thing I can sit here and tell you, this is taking too long, right? I said it the last time. Things might end up going left, right? And they actually have, right? Not so long ago, I'm not sure, I think it was after the 4th of July or during the 4th of July, right? Where's the video at? All right, before or after the 4th of July, two strikers got injured, right, by a hit and run. So I'm trying to find that video right here. Hold on, I'm trying to find the video, right? And while I do that, I want y'all to see this video, right? Because they got the union workers. Nate says that's unfair to the community. They need to do something. Get another garbage company to help out. Facts, man. Because I've been saying that. Look, listen. People are saying that we're about to start getting infested with rats. No, Philly. Listen, at one point, Philly, right, was in competition with fucking New York, right? Nate, you from New York, and I know you even heard about them. But I mean, I know a lot of people are complaining, right? I've been talking about an idea similar to that, right, for the longest. New York is a little different from Philly. But if y'all do know, Philly, right, has a lot of row homes and stuff like that. Now, when you start going to like the countryside or, out of Philly and stuff like that, that's a little different. I said countryside. I don't even know why. But the majority of the places here in Philly, right, like in North Philly, South Philly, they're all row homes, right? Chinese stores, barber shops, corner stores, in every corner. And me personally, I was just saying, like, look, listen, before all this happened, before the strike happened, I was given, I was given an idea to a lot of people. I even wanted to start a petition, but since I seen a lot of people reject it, I said, fuck it. Y'all don't want to do it. I'll just keep giving my idea to the politicians, right? I was asking, let's get some trash bins, right, in each corner, right? It would total up to four bins in each community, right? Because in each corner you put one, right? And and then what you do is, right, you have every resident, right, within the community, right, every house owner or every renter, it depends on which one, you must have a trash can with a trash bag in front of your house in a recycle bin. So that way there'll be no excuses for the people walking by, oh, there's no trash can, I'm gonna just throw my trash on the floor. When they pick up the dog shit, right, there's no excuse. Pick up the dog shit, there's a trash can right there. Throw that, pick it up, put it in a little bag, you throw that shit in the motherfucking trash can. There's going to be bins in the corners, right? And as a homeowner or as a renter, it is your job, your responsibility, make sure that bag is tied up, taken out, new bag put in. Listen, I'm tired of so many fucking excuses that we've been having here in Philly about how we can keep our communities clean. We got the program, Make Philadelphia More Beautiful. I do know that clip workers are out here working. I haven't heard about the clip workers being on strike. Man, shout out to the clip workers doing their thing, all right? So I do know the clip workers are working. But it's just crazy, right, that it gets to this, right, for the union workers to work, right, for everybody in Philadelphia to start noticing, oh, we have a rat problem. Motherfuckers, Master Splinter, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and the motherfucking grandkids have been roaming around these fucking streets right along with Nate's raccoons and all the fucking squirrels out here fucking terrorizing motherfuckers. All right? They're in our motherfucking rooftops. You can have the cleanest motherfucking house. But since we got streets loaded with fucking rats coming out the fucking sewer, we know this Master Splinter. He's like, get the fuck up there. Come on, Minnie. Come on, Mickey. Get your fucking kids and your fucking grandkids. Get the fuck up there and go give me that fucking cheddar. So you got fucking rats, rodents, looking into cars. They climbing up. They talking to the fucking raccoons. And they train them fucking raccoons real good, man. Fucking raccoons in the middle of the night, like, yeah, cool, where, Cobra, where you at, Cobra? Yeah, the house over there. Go ahead. I'm gonna make sure I'm going inside the roof. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna make sure there's any holes in there. I'm gonna see with the hole if there's sleep. You know, I'm gonna tell you there's trash in the house. If there's not trash, man, we're just gonna have to search. I don't got this little black thing in my head for no reason. Like, come on, man. Like, we've had a rat problem for the longest, yo. Y'all not gonna sit here and use the excuse, right? Oh, the trash people on strike. Let me tell you something. Before this strike happened, right, there was an issue within every community where the sanitation workers and the citizens, right, were having a problem, right? The trash people would sit here, right? It's already bad enough, and I'm gonna keep saying this, right? I don't give a fuck if y'all think I sound like Umar. It's bad enough. It is really bad enough already that a lot of neighbors, right, within different communities, right, don't like cleaning their fronts or their yards, which makes it hard for the block captains to sit here and clean. You understand where I'm coming from, right? Then when the sanitation workers come, they come, I don't know, some of them, I guess, got some attitudes. Some of them don't want the job, all right? But they never, I mean, it's a few of them that are respectful. So shout out to those that, you know, that are respectful, but the majority of them, the majority of them come over here, they pick up the trash cans, they throw the trash, right? And they throw them, John, they fucking playing ping pong, they fucking playing like, flip the bottle and see if that shit lands, end up hitting people's cars, throwing trash cans in people's steps and shit like that. Like, dude, people pay money and they not fucking cheap. Not the trash cans, not the recycle bins. Them bitches is not cheap. So at certain times, you end up seeing situations where the sanitation workers and the goddamn citizens are going head to head. But what's crazy is, man, majority of y'all here in Philly, right? The citizens in Philadelphia, y'all dirty as shit. Y'all dirty. Like shit, right now I gotta get somebody. My fucking yard is a fucking safari, and I haven't had the chance to clean it. It's been 3-4 months already? Haven't had the chance to clean it, and I gotta put some dirt there where I dug the tree out because it died on me. I haven't been I really gotta, I gotta do a lot of shit in my yard, right? To sit here and then Cheryl Parker says, "Hey, look, we're gonna continue. Y'all gonna stay on strike. We don't fucking need you because I guess there's other ways. The same way she could find other ways, we can find other ways. Then you got the leaders of our communities, right? The union representative and stuff like that saying, leave the trash, leave the trash in the streets, leave your trash over here, just throw them, just do this." And I'm sitting here like, is you fucking serious? You're supposed to be a leader of the community. You know that if people go throw that shit in downtown, they can get a fine. They can get fined. They can get even arrested if they get caught. But you got the leaders of the community saying things like this. So let's make it make sense. But before we continue, man, my condolences go out, right, to the strike workers, right, the workers that were on strike. There were 2 of them, right, that lost their lives just a few days ago during the 4th of July holiday, right? I'm looking for another video here, right? I guess due to a drunk driver. So, hold on 1 second. And I thought I put the video up. Let me put the rally on real quick. All right. So it's the union workers, right? And
Too quiet? Turn your sound from 100% to 600% with extra sound.
I don't want no commercials.
Let's just have a moment of silence.
All right. So these are the sanitation workers, the union workers, right? Giving their respects to the 2 people that lost their lives during the 4th of July, right? They were on strike. So let's listen to them real quick while I find this other video.
For those 2 strikers, brothers and sisters who were
tragically hit last week. We pray for them every single day, but we fight for them every single day. So a moment of silence. Thank you. Now let me tell you this. I want to be real clear. I'm the president of ASSA, 1.3 million members strong across the country. And I say that because I want to be clear. All of you are a part of that big family. And you are not alone. You have some families standing with you every single day. And that includes not only support, talking here on the strike lines, but includes financial support from Washington, D.C. We will help you win this fight. We have got to make our voices heard every single day. We can't be shy. We can't be fearful. We can't be afraid. You're taking the righteous position that makes sense. Trying to make a decent living with good benefits and good pay. Yes. While you are providing essential public services to the citizens of Philadelphia. You are the everyday heroes. Everyday heroes must be treated with respect and dignity, and that means money. That's right. For the work that you do every single day. Real simple. This ain't rocket science. It's real simple. And I want to tell you this. I wish I could tell you when this is going to be over. I can't. But one day longer, one day stronger, right? Yeah. One day longer, one day stronger. You are not alone. We stand with you all across the country. We will win this fight. We will win what is due to all of us, what is due to you, and that's the quality of life, where you earn a decent living, a decent way. And you go home and you say, I'm not only providing essential public services, but I'm taking care of my families and taking care of my community. Yes. You ready to do that? Yeah. I didn't hear y'all. Yeah. You ready to do that? Yeah. You ready to fight like hell every single day? You have an ally. You have sisters and brothers across this country. We stand with you until, not if, but until you win. Thank you.
Thank you, stand. The next up, I want to shout out my man Racheal Edwards from Local 1510 Airport, who's out here with us. My man Danny Bowder from the Philadelphia chapter of the AFL-CIO. We all stand tall together, and we move around together. So next up, I'm going to bring up our president, President Greg Boulware.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Good afternoon.
Fuck! I was muted the whole time. Damn. All right. Listen, this is what I was saying. All right. I was saying, but first of all, before I say what I was gonna say, man, big shout out to Miss V, man. Make sure y'all go check her out, man. MTGV Crime Podcast, yo. Damn me riders, damn. I've been damn today. Yo, big shout out to Miss V, yo. Big shout out to Nate the Great Podcast, y'all. Make sure y'all go check them out. But check them out. Both great content creators here on YouTube, man. Back on topic real quick, man, because I was on mute this whole time. I was on here ranting like a motherfucker, like I was saying, yo. All right, this is what I was saying, all right. Philly, we got to do better, all right. I understand everything that's happening, everything that's going on, right? But let me ask y'all a question. If the sanitation workers, right, was to get a raise and stuff like that, and the same question goes to the union workers and the sanitation workers, right? If you know this whole shit was to be resolved, and hopefully they do, like they hurry the fuck up and do. My trash been out here for going on 2 weeks already, all right? All right? And can I pay somebody to do it? Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm over here like, who the fuck is right and who the fuck is wrong? I'm not going to throw that shit in no dumpster. You see where I'm coming from? At the end of the day, whoa. Woo, I can't pay them. I could be generous. You see where I'm coming from? But me personally, I want to take it straight to the sanitation. But I'm not going to do it. Because if the sanitation workers are right, then that would be helping Cheryl Parker. But see, what I'm not going to do is throw my trash in the fucking streets, put my trash in the curb. I clean up every day, make sure the whole area is clean, try to prevent the worms, try to prevent the rats from coming. I mean, them bitches are going to come anyway. They come every fucking day. When the trash is not here, they come out the sewers like, yeah, man, we know the trash be out here, motherfuckers. Shit. If we don't keep this whole area clean, man, the fucking rats will sit right next to us. Master Splinter will be like, what's up, man? Can I train you like the Ninja Turtles? You got to make a joke out of this shit, yo, for real, man. No, but for real, it's too much going on right now, man. Like Philly, we got to do better. Dumping our trash throughout City Hall, that's reckless. I'm just trying to figure out how is it that the leaders, right? The leaders of the community, right? Because listen, Greg Balver is the the leader of the sanitation workers. He's the union rep, right? Then you got, I forgot who the other one was, right? I'm just trying to figure out how is it that, these leaders out here, right, that are supposed to be representing, the workers of Philadelphia are saying, yo, hey, go dump your trash out here in Center City. Go dump your trash in front of the mayor's house. Like, dude, if you get caught, it's a fine. If you get caught, you're going to jail. Look that shit up. I'm just trying to figure out how is you as leaders trying to set up citizens and people that work for you. I mean, even the sanitation workers were saying the same shit. I'm going to take the trash right to the, I'm looking at this shit like, is y'all fucking serious? Right? I mean, I hope y'all get y'all pay. I hope that, y'all come to a resolution, right? Because if it is a raise that y'all missing, because listen, when I heard Cheryl Parker speak the last time, she was giving out, she was saying that she was going to give y'all this, she was going to give y'all this, she was going to give y'all a 13% raise, right? Now, y'all saying that what she offered along with the 13% raise is not enough. My question is, why? Why is not enough? What is it missing? You see where I'm coming from? What is the deal missing? Why can't y'all come to a resolution at all? And if y'all do come to a resolution and y'all do get y'all, if y'all do get what y'all wanted, right, from Cheryl Parker, right? My question is to the sanitation workers, right? Is y'all going to do your job right? Is y'all going to do your job correctly? Is y'all going to stop picking up trash cans, right, and pretending that these fucking trash cans is ping pongs in between cars? Is y'all going to stop pretending that these trash cans is a game of flip the bottle? right? And fucking up people's cars at the same time. Is y'all gonna stop throwing trash cans on people's steps, right? Like it's a fucking basketball game and y'all trying to see if y'all can fucking score. And then to the citizens of Philadelphia, is y'all gonna stop being some dirty motherfuckers and start cleaning up your fronts? Start cleaning up the alleys. Start doing what y'all gotta do, right? Because a lot of y'all too, man, even when the trash is not here, y'all fucking dirty. Y'all dirty as shit. And I'm not talking about everybody. You see where I'm coming from? I'm talking in general. If the shoe fits, man, wear that bitch. And if it doesn't apply, let it fucking fly. For real, for real. Like, it's too much going on. Oh, all this is going to create rats. Motherfuckers, Master Splinter, Mickey Mouse, fucking Minnie Mouse, their kids and their fucking grandkids have been out here because that's how dirty y'all fucking are. Alleys full of fucking trash. Motherfuckers park in front of people's houses, eat McDonald's, Wendy's, Checkers, whatever the fuck they sit here and order Chinese food. They will go to fucking seafood restaurants, order out fucking boils and shit, be in front of people's cribs and they fucking cars eating all that shit and they dump their trash out. Their excuse, there's no trash can. Motherfucker, I got a trash can. So what the fuck is the excuse for you? When y'all walk by, there shouldn't be no fucking trash in front of my fucking crib. But as a block captain, I don't just got to clean my crib. I got to clean everybody else's. Back to the sanitation workers, right? I'm a block captain, right? And when I got to come out here and clean after y'all asses, right? When y'all sit here and fucking complain, right? And I'm trying to figure out why is y'all complaining? Aren't y'all broke too right now? Right? But every time y'all drive around, y'all want to bitch about how somebody can't afford to pay $2 for a fucking trash bag. They could only afford 50 cents to get a fucking gas. Some people cannot afford $2 bags. So they have to fucking get these cheap ass bags. And if y'all fucking know that, pick up the bags the right way so they don't break right next to your fucking truck. Y'all got a broom and a dustpan, but y'all won't clean that shit up and y'all know y'all broke that shit. The citizens, if y'all fucking make the mess on the fucking sidewalk, it's y'all job to fucking clean it. So if we get to a fucking resolution, is the sanitation workers and the motherfucking citizens of Philadelphia going to figure out how the fuck to make Philadelphia more beautiful? And by the way, shout out to Clips because I hear they still doing what they got to do out here, cleaning up, you know, helping people, you know, like shout out to Clip. Too much fucking complaining, too many fucking excuses. I want to hear solutions. What type of resolutions are we going to get to? Leaders of the fucking community telling people go throw y'all trashes. Motherfuckers is bringing more fucking rats, bringing more roaches. Knowing damn well Sherelle Parker put the damn bins in front of people's houses and in parks. Y'all still want to sit here and make it worse. But y'all forget people out here can't drive. Right? For those of you that can afford, right, don't got a car but can't afford to pay people, right? Pay them. Instead of throwing your fucking trash in the streets, putting it in other people's houses and in front of fucking sidewalks. Why I'm saying this? We'll get back to the rally. We'll get back to the rally. I want y'all to take a look at this. And my condolences go out to the two, you know, Philadelphia strikers that lost their lives due to that hit and run.
Back to the DC 33 workers strike. Negotiations have been ongoing, but so far no deal. And city residents are feeling the impact in many ways. Many of the city's sidewalks covered in garbage heaps, reflecting the on and off negotiations. Our Ellen Kaloje shows us how some folks are stepping up to battle the mounting waste.
Day 6 of the strike, and the tensions and the frustrations keep rising along with the trash. And even though the trash is getting hauled away to the city dump, this guy has been waiting here to move the trash for more than an hour because he tells me that the workers hauling the trash to the city dump are getting harassed and hassled, he claims, by the striking workers.
I think it's horrible, to tell you the truth, because, like, you know, this is the city of Philadelphia, and it's like, it's trash everywhere. I mean, this is a big city. And it shouldn't look like this at all.
My wife told me enough is enough. Like, my trash is building up. And she was like, you got to do something about it.
Bobby Jenkins made 3 trips with his trusty cart to the designated dumpsters on Devereaux Ave, one of 60 around the city. He says he's relieved to finally see trucks taking trash that's been piling up for days.
I was happy about it, but I'll be most grateful if the strike be over and we can get back to some normalcy.
This guy in the backhoe was working as fast as he could, but had to take long breaks as he waited for the trucks to get back, as residents just kept coming and dropping off their garbage and a lot of other things.
I believe in what they're fighting for. You know, they're always out here, heat, cold, snow, whatever. But I also remember the mayor saying, we're not Philadelphia, but look what it looks like right now. And it smells like it as well.
Christian Lakeisha Smith.
But that's because we're doing that. I understand what's going on, the strike and all that shit. But why not? Listen, people talking about when all this shit started, I heard so many people talking about I'm not putting no trash in my car. But y'all doing it now. Y'all doing it now. And y'all putting it in your car to dump it in front of people's houses, to dump it in fucking corners, to dump it in the streets.
Say they sympathize with the workers, but also think the city's offer is fair. So they hope both sides get back to the bargaining table to hammer out a deal, because like so many others, they can't take much more of this.
I feel like if they're not picking it up, I'm dropping it off. So I'm not getting paid to do that. So had to throw that in. I don't want to become a trash worker. I'm just getting off of work for 20 hours.
So we're here at one of those sites where the trucks have been dropping the trash off all day. And we talked to a couple of the sheriff's deputies. They say there have been no problems at all with any.
So if y'all wanted to help the workers, right, why not keep the trash organized in front of your house, right? Like not in the curb, because that right there, I mean, I get it, the rats and all that, but it's called keeping the area clean. Grab a couple trash cans, put the trash bags inside the trash cans, put a lid on it. You see where I'm coming from? But we're gonna have to find a way as citizens to figure this shit out. Y'all want to be independent so much, but y'all depend from the city a lot. It's gotten to the point where motherfuckers here in Philadelphia have sat here and set dumpsters on fire. All right. Oh shit, we got Brooklyn Lady Ellie in the building. Blessings. Brooklyn Lady Ellie, how you doing, big sis, yo? Like this shit is crazy. Like, come on, Philly, get it together. Like, y'all talking about rats is coming, man. Master Splinter, man, he be out here. What happened? Okay. Check the volume on the thingy. All right. Master Splinter be out here, yo. Summertime, wintertime, that nigga be sending up Mickey and Minnie with the kids and the grandkids to be searching. Then these motherfuckers got. Hold on 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I do apologize. Man, chill, Nate. Man, the raccoons are out here plotting with the fucking rats. That's why these fucking rats. Listen. This is how it goes, right? The motherfucking Master Splinter be sending these fucking Mickey, Minnie, the kids and the grandkids. Then the fucking Mickey and Minnie be in cahoots with the fucking raccoons that Nate trained over there in his fucking zoo. Then the squirrels and all that shit. Then they be fucking hopping. Listen, you be seeing the raccoons and the squirrels trying to fucking make hoses in the roof up there. And you be hearing noises, you think it's the fucking, you're like, oh shit, oh my God, Master Splinter. When you come and look and you go outside, it be the motherfucking squirrels and the fucking raccoons peeking like, yeah, bitch, I was in your crib. Now let me go tell Master Splinter where he gonna send Mickey and Minnie. I know where the fucking store your rice at. I know where the candy at. I know where the McMuffins is at. I know where the kids keep the little stash at. Yo, like, yeah, bitch, we got you now. That's how they be, yo. I'm telling you. These little freaking conniving ass fucking raccoons little thieves of the night and shit. Then they train them. Like these little motherfuckers out here hot wiring cars and shit with Master Splinter trying to get away. So we don't freaking put poison in they shit. Like what the fuck? Y'all telling me the rats are about to come? We've been fucking fighting Master Splinter for the longest, even before Sherelle Parker came. So what the fuck was the excuse before the strike? And we're not making any better by fucking throwing trash everywhere. Like, is y'all serious? How is that any better? You let me know, how is it better? If we already had streets full of fucking trash. See, block captains and shit were getting together, right, with clips and shit, right, to get a lot of these corners. They were doing what they had to do. But then boom, the strike happened. Like, what the fuck just happened? Like, why is y'all fucking striking? Didn't y'all break my fucking trash can last week? Not a fucking rat inside my fucking trash can. I open the lid like, oh shit. You like, whack the weasel. Like, oh my God. Pop goes the weasel. On some real shit, it's a fucking rat popping out the damn. You look on the side of your, I'm like, I gotta patch this bitch up. Now I gotta go buy a new one because this motherfucker thought he was playing basketball or flip the bottle with my goddamn trash can. That's how the fucking be in Philly. So don't tell me Master Splinter is just coming now. We've been at war. At one point, it was fucking New York versus Philly with the motherfucking rats. But listen, New York said, "Ho, I got an idea. Let's put these bins out there, all the trash in there. Let's keep, let's keep it clean." Shorty been talking about an idea similar to that here in Philly, but nobody want to fucking listen. From the citizens, right, to the people, from the politicians. You got to get people to sign the petition. You offer the petition to the motherfuckers in Philly, but they be like, that's gonna bring more rats than we already got. But y'all throwing trash in the streets, trying to take it to Center City, trying to get a fine. Then you trying to get locked up and shit, acting like Remy Ma. Like, come on, y'all. Like, is y'all serious? No, man. Malcolm X is fucking turning in circles in his grave. And those that know why I'm mentioning Malcolm X right now. Like, man, fuck this. Listen. Martin Luther King ain't got shit to do with this. I ain't have a dream like this. This was not my dream. I had a dream, but not like this. Shit, right now, if I could turn back the hands of time, but for what? Would it change anything? Like, come on, man. Y'all gonna sit here and say, oh my God, the rats are y'all worrying about that now? So when we do come to a resolution, who's gonna clean up all this trash? Y'all gonna make Sherelle Parker clean it up? Is Sherelle Parker gonna clean up this trash? She gonna look at y'all dumb motherfuckers like, y'all did it, y'all gonna do it. Y'all gonna be out here like fucking Shaggy. I was supposed to clean up the trash, but then I got high. Like, on some real shit. Like, come on, man. Philly, we gotta do better, yo.
It has been almost a week and still no deal between the city of Philadelphia and District Council 33. And that means it has been almost a week and still no deal between the city of Philadelphia and District Council 33. And that means 9,000 city workers remain on strike, from sanitation to streets employees, as well as parks and rec. Kelly, any word on when negotiations will resume?
Well, Sheba, the union has not said when they plan to meet with the city again. We know that they met yesterday and still no deal. We can tell you DC 33 put out a statement on their social media today saying in part that they plan to set up a website so people can donate to their strike fund. People in the community we spoke with today say they support the fight for fair wages. They do want to see a deal, but they're also dreading this continuing into another week.
Tell them they need to pay us so we can get back to work.
District Council 33 employees continue to picket in the city again today, set up outside of Port Richmond Sanitation Center on Delaware Avenue and the Water Department on Castor Avenue. On their social media pages today, DC 33 thanked the community for all of the support and said those wishing to contribute non-monetary items can drop them off at the Union Hall during normal business hours, and said that they are in the process of setting up a website to support their strike fund in the coming days.
I think for the most part, right, you want to see people get their fair share, their fair wage. It's easy for politicians to politic. This is a real thing affecting people. It's not just people at City Hall acting a certain way and things going on social media. Like, it's real services that people can't use in the middle of the summer here. So it sucks. That's kind of the overall sentiment.
A number of city pools like this one in Fishtown and Cruise Pool near 6th and Master Streets remain closed today through another 90-degree day, with DC 33 still on strike. The 4th of July holiday came and went, with Welcome America headliners opting out of performing due to the strike. But when negotiations continued Saturday, still no deal.
Man, LL Cool J said, I ain't coming. I don't want no parts of that. I'm not breaking the picket fence, man. Shout out to LL Cool J, yo, for real, for real. Like me, man, I'm right here in between the nail and the wall, because it's like, dude, I want to support y'all, but it sounds like the deal that Sherelle Parker gave y'all is good. And when I show y'all them in the rally after these videos that I show y'all gonna hear what it is that they're demanding. And I'm sitting here like, the video that I just played on Saturday morning, right? Friday night, it was Friday night going on to Saturday morning. Sherelle Parker was offering all that, and y'all said that wasn't enough. Shout out to Gary Busted Down Brown, who hopped up on the panel. I'm trying to upload the videos little by little, man. I'll tag Gary, when I get a chance, or when his part comes up. But little by little, I'm uploading the video from Saturday. But listen, my opinions haven't really changed that much. And I know that a lot of people might hate me when they come across this video, but at the end of the day, look, listen, I'm only spitting the facts. Because a lot of people are afraid of change. Why? I don't know. But change needs to be done in all of Philadelphia. North Philadelphia, South Philadelphia, East Philadelphia, West Philadelphia. In all these areas, a lot of change needs to be done. Because not only just in Center City should be the only place that is clean. Not just in the rich neighborhoods and the suburban should be the only place that's clean. I bet y'all dumped all the trash over there. You know what? No, Ray, you're a leader. Stop. But that's how they was. Like, yo. But I bet y'all dumped all the trash, over there in the right, in the rich people neighborhood. They'll get complaints. But no. Don't do that. Don't do that. But it's crazy, though. Like, listen, what's crazy is, right? If y'all really want to hit the government that bad, why don't y'all boycott? Take away their funds before they take away your sons. Shout out to Jennifer Lewis.
We were at the splash pad, which luckily is still open, but we'd normally be across the street at the pool. The community pool is where we see all of our neighbors and friends, and we're teaching our kid how to swim. These essential workers are really important to us, so really just hoping that the mayor can make a deal with DC 33 and pay them a living wage.
Neighbors we spoke with say they refused to cross a picket line to drop off trash at one of the 60 temporary sites set up in the city, but they say the trash hoarding can only go on for so long.
Our trash is piling up and we will not cross a picket line, so we're probably going to bring our trash to Washington Crossing to my mom's house.
She said she's going to bring the trash
in the car up 95 with some smelly garbage.
Dude, I can't. Shout out to her, yo. She said she gonna bring the trash with her. Yo, she funny as shit, man. We got Selena in the building, yo. Make sure y'all go check out Selena, yo. Great conversations, great topics, and she does some of the greatest interviews here on YouTube. All right, so make sure y'all go sub up. All right. Share her videos, like her videos, man. Show her some support, yo, man, because she sure as hell does deserve it, yo. For real.
It has been almost a week. And
right now, we're wrapping up.
Damn, I was like, what the hell's going on, man? Like, shit. Video ain't want to show. I know I got a potty mouth today, man. But Philly's pissing me off, yo. Like, we do be, we smell some, we're smelling like some ass butt juice. I don't even know what that smells like. But shout out, I don't know who I heard say that. I just think it sounds cool. What the fuck? The streets of Philadelphia are smelling like some ass butt juice that's coming from the sewer.
Day 6 of the strike involving District Council 33 as thousands of essential city employees.
Yo, these mofos got drones. They bought the drone so close to the trash. That shit, I'm like, is that deep. Y'all don't want to send the reporters no more. Y'all said, man, we gonna send, listen, send out the planes. It stinks so bad. They said, we gonna send the drones for us, eyes in the skies. Yo.
Employees picket for better wages. Bags upon bags of garbage continue piling up all over the city. Sunday night, I'm John Paul. Walter has the night off. And the big story in Action News tonight is the trash issue across Philadelphia amid the ongoing strike.
So is he on strike too? Wait, let me see. Wait.
Piling up all over the city. Sunday night, I'm John Paul. Walter has the night off. And the big story in Action News tonight.
Yeah, John Paul Walter has the night off. So is he strike too? Is he on strike? Shit, even the news reporters are starting to go on strike. Who's going on strike next? Damn. This is a tough situation, yo. Because, what's crazy? I think I have a video of Greg Balver talking in Esperanza. If I haven't uploaded it yet out of the community meetings, it should be coming up soon. Like, y'all wasn't complaining about this last year. But boom, 2025 comes and all this shit happens. Okay. Something's not right. I mean,
is the trash issue.
Damn. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I would love to talk to him in person. Like, what's up? What's going on? What you thinking? How you feeling? Like, what do you really want?
Across Philadelphia amid the ongoing strike. Union sources tell Action News negotiations will resume on Tuesday. So that means another day of garbage piles sitting in the summer heat. Action News reporter Maggie Kent joins us live in Roxborough, where sanitation employees continue picketing tonight. Maggie?
Yeah, and these members of DC 33 say they will be out here 24/7, just as they have been for the last 6 days until they get a fair contract. They're working here in shifts until they can get back to work. Drone 6 overhead. The mountains of trash and refuse, along with household trash bags, are dumped match.
Damn, they named the drones. This is drone number 6. So where in the world do y'all got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 7, 8, 9, and 10? This gets me to think, was y'all the motherfuckers out here with the drones having people kissing, yo? Because now I'm starting to, now that I'm seeing this right here, I'm starting to believe the stories about the drones, yo. What y'all doing out here with drones, huh?
Mattresses, box springs, and furniture. It fills the street along the 5000 block of Wyalusing Avenue in West Philadelphia. The designated dumpsters are beyond full, leaving people to wonder.
You think this is convenient for people like me to do, or is it against the law? Like, I don't know, but this is crazy. This is nasty.
It was here in the early morning hours that the Philadelphia Fire Department was called out to reports of a garbage fire.
They try to set it on fire, and I'm trying to figure out what is the point of that. Like, you're going to set it on fire to do what? It's not going nowhere. It's going to still be here. You're going to come dump it.
Dude, they set that shit on fire. And you know what's crazy? Gary called it. Shout out to Gary Busted Down Brown. Yo, Gary Busted Down Brown called it, man. He was the prophet of the day. Like, it's crazy how we was talking about that on my live, and people out here trying to burn the trash. What they trying to do is get rid of the fucking smell. Dude, it stinks. It reeks out here. Like, come on, Philly. We got to do better.
Next day.
Hours later, firefighters rushed to a city dump site at Clarissa Street and Wayne Avenue in Wayne Junction.
The union is just not sanitation. Man.
Abdul Qadir is one of the 9,000 workers striking along with District Council 33.
I left from the school district to come to the city thinking this was something better. And here my brothers and sisters are getting shamed.
Day 6 of the strike continues on Domino Lane in Roxborough, despite hopes of a meeting.
Why do people keep thinking that moving to Philadelphia is going to be better? Oh, it's because we're a Commonwealth state. You come to Philly, you get, stamp SSI and shit like that. Listen, there's people out here that really do need that shit, man. And it's crazy how citizens take advantage of that shit. And another thing I just said is going to get mofos mad, and I can't even play my disclaimer because I got to pay my StreamYard. But StreamYard going to fucking wait. I got more important things to do, yo.
meeting today, union sources say it won't be until Tuesday that the talks with the city resume. The union asks for better benefits and a 5% wage increase each year over the next 3 years. The city has offered a total of 7% over 3 years.
Sherelle just needs to come to the table and give us a better contract. Simple as that.
But what is a better contract?
And these members of DC 33 say they again will continue to strike in shifts. They feel the solidarity from the people who are coming by, honking, giving them words of encouragement, dropping off food and water here. They say they can't wait to get a new and fair contract. We are live in Roxborough. Maggie Kent for Action News at 10 on PHL 17. John.
So we'll find out what happens on Tuesday now. Maggie, thank you.
And we turn now to the latest on the city.
So once again, what is a better contract? When Sherelle Parker came out on, I think it was on the 4th of July or the day before the 4th of July, she gave an offer and y'all rejected that offer. It included housing and included a lot of stuff. And I think it was good. Like, no, I mean, they was being extra in the beginning on some real shit. Like, the union workers were being real extra in the beginning. So, I mean, they're saying allegedly they lowered their numbers a little bit, right? But I'm not sure. They're doing something most aren't willing to do. You're correct. I'm not coming at them for that. You see where I'm coming from? But what they're asking for, when I show y'all the rally, I'm trying to show y'all these videos before I get to the rally, right? I showed y'all the first half of the rally, right? Just to show my respects to the 2 workers that, got injured due to that hit and run, all right? But when we get back to the rally, you're going to hear them give their demands, which is crazy to me because those demands are the demands that Sherelle Parker offered. So that shit got me confused as hell. Blessings, Legend of Oz. Blessings, how you doing? Guys, make sure y'all go check out Legend of Oz versus The Matrix show. Great conversations, great topics. Big shout out to my OG, yo.
Worker strike. It's now entered day. And we turn now to the latest on the city worker strike. It's now entered day 7. And the trash just continues to pile up out there on the streets of Philadelphia. It's unclear when the 2 sides are planning on coming back to the negotiating table. Action News reporter Corey Davis is live in West Philadelphia with the latest impacts of this ongoing strike. Good morning, Corey.
Tim, good morning. So we know nothing is scheduled for today when it comes to negotiations, and we're initially told that those talks would resume tomorrow, but now we've learned that it's unclear exactly when the city and the union will start talking again. I asked why the delay, since they haven't met or talked since Saturday, and was told that it takes time for both sides to regroup, to come up with their counter offers, and then plan to come back together. Right now out here along Wyalusing Avenue, this truck here has been here for quite some time taking up trash, but they have a long way to go. We swing it around and give you a look here. You can see all of this trash that's still left out here right now for trucks to pick up. Trying to catch up, as seen from Drone 6, that appears to be the plan today as private contractors fill these large trucks with trash on day 7 of the city workers' strike.
Fair contract. That's all we want, a fair contract.
This area along Wyalusing Avenue near 50th Street in West Philadelphia is one of 2 temporary dump sites that caught fire Sunday morning. And now the trash continues to pile up.
This makes no sense because I'm not the trash man. And I'm not going to keep coming out here cleaning up. But it's coming towards my house.
At last check, the nearly 9,000 city workers represented by the District Council 33 union are asking for a 5% wage increase each year over the next 3 years. They lowered that amount from their initial demands of 8% a year. The city is still offering a total of 7% over 3 years, which is just over 2% a year. Several other city departments represented by DC 33 are also on strike along with the sanitation workers. But the piles of trash that residents continue to see and smell every day are taking the focus.
This is crazy. This is nasty.
And back live out here as this operation continues slowly with these trash being picked up. We'll definitely stay on top of the progress that's being made. and keep you up to date on when those negotiations are set to happen again. For now, reporting live here in West Philadelphia, Corey Davis, Channel 6 Act.
My question is, what better negotiation than the one that, Cheryl Parker put on the table they want, right? And, why haven't they gotten to the table with Cheryl Parker? Hold on, baby. Give me 1 second.
We are the union. We are the union. Mighty, mighty union. Mighty, mighty union.
Philadelphia city workers are off the job for the 7th straight day now. Union leaders have not met with the city since Saturday, but we have learned that DC 33 plans to send a new proposal today. As we've been showing you this past week, the strike is impacting many of the city's services, including 911 dispatch, the water department, and the trash removal. Garbage piles like this are growing at collection sites in neighborhoods across the city. NBC 10's Lauren Make spoke with leaders on both sides today. She's live in South Philadelphia with the latest on where things stand right now. Lauren?
And Tracy, we're in one of the neighborhoods where city leaders have set up dumpsters like these for people to drop off their trash. We have now gone through a full week of trash days. And today, while there is no deal, I did learn from the DC 33 president that the union has a new proposal.
Chapter 33, are you ready to win?
Addressing picketers on the 7th day of the strike, the National AFSCME union president with a visit to Philly and words of support.
1 day longer, one day stronger.
Lee Saunders joining District Council 33 President Greg Boulware, who leads the union of about 9,000 workers in Philadelphia.
Half of us can't afford our water bill, and we service the water.
As for what comes next in negotiations, Boulware tells me the union has a new proposal.
Right now, we're about to submit.
He said half of us can't even, afford a water bill, and we service the water. Now, y'all know how people, how citizens feel when their water gets shut off and they just need a day or two just to get their paycheck. Now y'all feel that shit. Now y'all know how regular citizens that work, how can I say, at Burger Kings or McDonald's or at Save-A-Lots, Foreman Mills, clothing stores and stuff like that. Now y'all know, Walmart. Y'all know how they feel? Because you know how many of them I've seen cry and trying to get their shit together, water cut off. So some of y'all service the water department, but now y'all feeling it, aren't y'all? When somebody's telling you, well, we don't get paid today, is it possible that, this bill can come for when we do get paid, a day after we get paid or something like that? We get paid on this day. But no, y'all don't want to help us out. I mean, it's fucked up. I don't know. Maybe, Ray, it could sound like you're crying to others, but I'm just spitting the facts right now. But do y'all see how we feel now? I mean, does anybody else, I don't care if you're not from Philly, where you from? Do y'all understand where I'm? He just said, we service the water. Y'all also service the sanitation department. Y'all also service the 911 dispatchers. The same people that sit there and answer the fucking phone with attitudes the majority of the fucking time. Respect, right? Respect is given to those that are, that earned it. So I give my respect to the 911 dispatchers that earned it. I give my respect to the sanitation workers that have earned it. But I know damn well that not all of them have earned it, because they got attitudes when they go to work. It doesn't matter what job they fucking got. And yes, Mayor Cheryl Parker, if you gave the commissioner a goddamn raise, give them a fair raise too, because they do deserve it, even though the majority of them are fucking assholes.
Another proposal again today. And then God willing, we're meeting down tomorrow, and we can try to get something hammer home that works for our members so we can get back to work and service the city the way we love doing.
Can you tell us what it is, where you landed this time?
The city hasn't received it yet, so I'd like to not put that out there.
I understand. Are you talking today? Are you negotiating today?
We've had conversation through our attorneys and working out a date for tomorrow.
For tomorrow. For folks watching all of this play out, why isn't it go to the table every day? Why aren't you talking
Well,
every
that's
single day?
That's a fantastic question. I mean, we've been there to be able to sit and meet and negotiate. We stay there all night if we have to. Unfortunately, what's been happening is you swap agreements and then caucus for hours and hours and hours. And then, it doesn't seem like the city, quite honestly, wants to entertain any of the questions that we have about things and actually have a true dialogue back and forth about each of the subject matters. And that's how you negotiate, and that's not truly what's been going on.
In South Philly, the director of the city's Office of Clean and Green encouraging people to use the dumpsters the city has set out for trash, but not to leave trash bags on the street and not to dump other items.
This is not a free pass for illegal dumping around the city of Philadelphia. This is for residential trash only.
I asked about the negotiations. The DC 33 president told me that he is going to be sending a new proposal over to the city. Have you gotten it yet?
Not at this time, but we're still open and willing to accept that proposal.
Carlton Williams, you really went to the nicest area of the city and did this interview with the news reporters. Why didn't you go to the nastiest part of the city so that you could see what a lot of people are talking about? You went to the cleanest part. I bet you there's a majority of Italians on that side.
And we stand at the ready to sit down with them as quickly as possible.
Why are you not negotiating?
What street is he on? I'll bet you he's where the majority of the Italians are, because I don't see that much trash overflowing right here.
Every day, all day. Why is this a one day on, another day off? Why is it not every day we're at the table?
Well, we're ready. I can't speak for DC 33. I can only speak for us from the city. And we always stand ready to meet anytime and any place to get this done as quickly as possible, Lauren.
So you heard both sides there, side by side, and you'll notice as you listen to both Carlton Williams from the city and the union president, they are both describing their side as being ready to meet and negotiate. And as for the trash here, Carlton Williams said they are working to expand the capacity that the city has and also bring in more people to be able to be at these sites.
Okay, so Carlton Williams and Sherelle Parker, if y'all got enough money to put the bins out there, y'all should have enough money to pay these workers. I mean, give them the raise. If they're extra with it, they have to understand. Bring that shit down a notch. Like, come on, Greg. Bring it down a notch if it's too much. Because even when I did the math, right, what y'all wanted the, what was it? She gave y'all the 13 point something percent, right? And y'all wanted 5% raise annually, which would top the 15%. I could understand if y'all would say like maybe a 1% or 2% raise annually, but y'all said y'all wanted a 5% raise annually, which would that shit would pass the 15%, make it to the 18%, and I think more. So I feel as though that right there on that part, y'all was being greedy in the beginning. Did y'all bring the numbers down enough? That and if what is enough to y'all? Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it like that. I feel like I feel like the mayor, the governor, the union workers are like in some type of cahoots. This is what it's really looking like. But I don't want to talk until, but then will we get more information? You see? We only going to get what we got now. Like, what the fuck is really going on? Is my question. Are we being lied to? Are we being played? That's why I'm not picking a side right now. I'm keeping it neutral. So as much as I can keep my community clean, I'm going to try to keep it. Right? Other than that, I'm not sure what else I could do. And you know what's crazy? I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? I want y'all to watch this. While this strike shit is happening, look what's happened recently.
We're following some developing news out of West Philadelphia tonight, where an 11-month-old child fell from a second-story window. It happened just before 2 o'clock today. The 5800 block of Pine Street. We're told the boy is in critical condition right now at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia.
And this was today. Today, like the day isn't over. It ain't 12 o'clock yet. It's only 11:07 p.m. This happened at 2 today on the 5800 block of Pine Street.
Local condition right now at Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Investigators are working tonight to figure out how that child fell.
Sanitation workers.
How in the world did an 11-month-old baby fall from the second story part of a house, right? From the window. Where was the mom? What was the mom doing? Why would they leave a baby in a room with an open window? I mean, I could ask so many questions, but hey, this is Philly we talking about, all right? So, like, I mean, something not right there. So we're going to keep playing these little videos, and then we're going to hit the rally, right? And the Shorty going to end this live today. So I just wanted to update y'all with what's going on in Philadelphia, give my perspective and my opinions on this. This shit is crazy. So we got these 2 videos and then the rally, all right, guys? Did I put the video on?
Sanitation workers still on strike. The city's having a hard time keeping up, emptying those more than 60 dumpsters set up as temporary trash sites for residents.
That's right. CBS News Philadelphia's Brendan Goldner live at Broad and Snyder in South Philly, one of the trash locations where people can take their trash. And that dumpster there, Brandon, overflowing.
It is, Janelle and Jim. Good morning. We've been seeing throughout the morning people dumping their trash here. Many of them aren't able to heave the trash all the way up to the top of this dumpster, so they've been piling it up right next to this mailbox right here, and it's really been stinking all morning. This is one of 63 locations throughout the city, and non-union workers are in charge of keeping this place clean, but the problem is, according to...
What's crazy is I can get to this right here on my bike. I should take a ride to Broad and Snyder on the train station. Take my son's bike, go in the train. Take a ride to Broad and Snyder. Come up right there. Watch, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna come right out through there, right there, and take a little video of this. Ride around to see if this is the only area that is dirty. Because Broad isn't really. I mean, well, yeah, it depends on what part of Broad Street.
The morning people dumping their trash here. Many of them aren't able to heave the trash all the way up to the top of this dumpster, so they've been piling it up right next to this mailbox right here, and it's really been stinking all morning. This is one of 63 locations throughout the city, and non-union workers are in charge of keeping this place clean, but the problem is, according to neighbors, so many people are coming by dumping their trash that, simply put, those workers can't keep up with all of the trash. And we've been seeing throughout the city sites where there is trash is just piling up, overflowing onto the streets. From people we spoke to, they say that the trash is only supposed to be dropped off for people when it's their designated trash day. However, we've been seeing people with bulk items dropping off trash, loose trash that's not supposed to be on these dump sites. And I think people say they simply want the city and the union to hammer out a deal before this gets any worse.
And it's so bad out here, I don't know what to do. The city need to hurry up and make ends meet, man, because just riding down the street, the smells.
Just trash has been piling up on the sides of it, just kind of spilling onto the street, onto the sidewalks, making it gross, especially in this heat.
We have raccoons and possums running around, so now the rats and the other things are going to come.
Nate, they're not telling you to keep your animals under control. Why is you sending your freaking your possums and your raccoons over here, man? They're not telling you they was teaming up with the rats? Listen, the old head's telling us.
Making it gross, especially in this heat.
We have raccoons and possums running around, so now the rats and the other things are going to come.
I can't. Yo, the raccoons and the possums came and teamed up with the rats, right? Like, oh shit, we all thieves, motherfuckers. We all thieves. And each one of us ain't afraid to bite a human. So fuck it, let's do it. Call out the squirrels. Out in New York, they got fucking raccoon squirrels. For real, for real. I can't, yo. This shit is crazy. They're not coming. They've been here. They just been in the sewers. Master Splinter was training them along with fucking Leonardo and them. Like, fuck, what y'all think he only trained the Ninja Turtles? He trained these motherfuckers too. He went and asked Nate for permission. He went and shook Nate's hand like, yo, my name is Master Splinter. I need to borrow a few of your features real quick. I need to take them over there and teach them some ching chong makahaya. Hiya! Karate chop the shit out of some motherfuckers' throats and shit.
Now, city leaders and the union aren't scheduled to meet today. We're working to find out when they will resume negotiations next. Back to you, Janelle.
All right, Brendan Golder, live from South Philadelphia. Thank you, Brendan, and stay with us for the latest updates on the strike and its impact on the city. We'll have the latest for you on air, streaming, and online at citynewsphiladelphia.com.
She said we got raccoons and possums already, yo. She said the rats are coming. But she don't know is that fucking Master Splinter went through the sewers of Philadelphia. He entered the 5 boroughs of fucking New York. He met up with Nate. He's like, yo, I heard you got a fucking zoo out here. Like, what's up, yo? I need to teach your creatures, you know, a little bit of ching chong makahaya. And then, you know, out of nowhere, like, you know, we got these little Bruce Lee fucking rats because his possums and raccoons are out here teaching him shit. Let alone the damn raccoons that got together with the squirrels. Was it the squirrels and the yeah, I think it was. Sandy Cheeks got together with a goddamn fucking raccoon. What's his name? The one they used to say, the one that came out in the Looney Tunes. What was his name? He was the fucking French or the Italian freaking what was it? The skunk. There you go. That's all they missing. They just missing the skunks. The bull, Pepe Le Pew. There you go, Pepe Le Pew. How I forget about Pepe Le Pew? That's all they missing, man. Listen, what they gonna do is, right, use the training that Nate gave these raccoons and these possums, right, and the squirrels and shit like that, right? Master Splinter gonna fucking upgrade that shit, turn them Jones into fucking ninjas and shit. Then they gonna come out here, they gonna look for a couple Pepe Le Pews, right? And they gonna listen. The Pepe Le Pews are the bombs. Those are the grenades. They gonna make sure they come in here and motherfuckers gonna be like this. Next thing you know, they gonna be stealing our fucking food. They gonna open refrigerators. Listen, Master Splinter got hands in a cane. Don't forget that shit, yo. Don't forget Master Splinter got hands in a cane.
Now to day 7 of the city worker strike in Philadelphia as trash continues to pile up across the city. We've learned negotiations between the city and District Council 33, the union, will resume tomorrow. Now, some drop-off points, as you see behind me, are now overflowing with mountains of trash, which is only intensifying the pressure for both sides to come to some sort of agreement. Action News reporter Brianna Gallagher is live for us in West Philadelphia with the very latest. And Brianna, humidity and rain not doing anything good for that trash.
Nope.
Yeah, Tam, it does not smell very good out here. We are at 43rd and Fairmount. This is one of the temporary trash drop-off locations. You can see the mounds of trash here behind me. It's completely taking over the sidewalk. You can't even walk here on the sidewalk. Residents tell me all the trash that you see is just from this weekend alone. We're seeing mattresses, tires, a lot of bulk items, which the city says is illegal dumping. Meanwhile, negotiations are set to pick up again tomorrow.
This is not a free pass for illegal dumping around the city of Philadelphia. This is for residential trash only.
Drone 6 captured this video near a temporary trash collection site on the 1500 block of Wyalusing Avenue. Garbage lined an entire city block. But 7 days into the strike, some sites like here in Northeast Philadelphia are better off than others.
Right now, it's better than what it's been. But last week, trash was above the dumpster level all the way up the block.
Both the city and District Council 33 held press conferences this afternoon. The city is asking for the public's patience as they navigate this temporary solution.
Patience? Y'all better hurry up and resolve this before everybody. Listen, if they starting to burn trash inside bins and stuff like that, what makes y'all think that they won't start rioting? People already throwing trash in the streets and the corners and stuff like that. Because you know what they say? The union workers told them to. The sanitation workers told them to, because that's the best way to support them. Why are we dirty in our own neighborhoods? So if we do come to a resolution, are the sanitation workers going to clean up this trash without a problem, without no attitude, with no bullshit given? Who's going to clean all this shit up when the resolution does happen? Who?
We're trying to expand the amount of capacity. We've gotten complaints on some of the challenges at these locations with overflowing dumpsters.
The president of DC 33 is asking for the city to make progress in terms of negotiations.
We've modified our adjustment, trying to actually meet with them in good faith and have some conversation. But it's hard to have a conversation when somebody wants to drop a piece of paper in front of you and then walk out of the room for 4 hours at a time.
According to DC 33, the city's latest offer was the same it has been, a total of 8.75% pay increase over 3 years. DC 33's latest proposal is in the neighborhood of 15% over 3 years. Residents hope the two can come to an agreement sooner rather than later.
Rats and all that, yeah. Hopefully it gets solved quicker than later.
I'm not happy about it, obviously. I just wish that the city and the union could get together and get this solved. It's the worst time of the year. Got trash sitting out on the curb rotting.
Now, once again, those negotiations are set to resume tomorrow. That timing is still unclear. The city is asking the public to only dispose of trash on your designated day. Meanwhile, earlier this morning, 3 people were arrested for dumping trash at City Hall. We're live in West Philadelphia. Brianna Gallagher, Channel 6 Action News.
I mean, I said that earlier in the beginning of my live. I don't know why y'all listening to the people. I mean, rumors are sanitation workers, union workers, the ones that are striking are telling people that the best way to support is by doing that. Y'all already threw trash in front of the mayor's parkway. That's what I'm saying here. Like, y'all taking it too far. Y'all wanted a woman mayor, right? From my best of my knowledge, she's done a lot compared to other mayors. She's bought programs back. She's, using the funds, putting it in the right places for the kids, bringing all these programs back. Isn't that what we asked? She's fixing the manholes. I mean, I've gone live plenty of times showing y'all how, the streets are getting fixed throughout Philadelphia. She's got the cops on their asses, like they're not just parked around eating fucking donuts. Yeah, sometimes it takes forever. But, there's lots of times where they come fast. Shit, get your block captain and get them to call. They don't want that bad report when it's time for the community meetings and shit. I mean, I'm just giving a tip out for those of you that, are having a little hard time trying to, have communication with the police department or something. Shit, I went live one day and I showed y'all. Like, listen, I told them, look, I was at my crib. I had to make a 911 call. Listen, that day was crazy. A lot of the neighbors came knocking on my door like, look, listen, we don't know what to do. We've been calling the cops to take it forever. All right, 911, what's your emergency? Yes, listen, my name is such and such. I'm the block captain of such and such. Listen, I'm getting too many reports, right? This person is causing a disturbance right here in such and such house. She's an elderly. The person's already spit in the face of the caretaker of the elderly person. We need a dispatcher now. And boom, in less than 10 minutes, and I showed it on the live, they came. All right? Like, as a leader in my community, I don't use, the power that I got in my hands. And I don't let that shit get to my head. Like, at the end of the day, you got to do the right things. As a leader of my community, I'm going to lead by example. I keep hearing excuses. I'm going to show them, nah, man, what you're telling me is nothing more than an excuse. And if I could do it, you could do it. And that's what I've been doing lately within my community. Brooklyn Lady Ellie says, where does the mayor live? The mayor lives here in Philadelphia. Here in Philly. So let's get to this rally. Oh, I got another video to show y'all too. Shit, I'm tripping. So let's get to this rally real quick.
Out here every day, fighting this fight.
So this is the rally.
struggling. Y'all the face of this entire movement. Yes. Everything in the news is predicated around what goes on in sanitation. It's not just sanitation, but y'all the face of this. This is District Council 33 fighting for all the public services we provide all across this city, from one end of the city to the next. Carrington just mentioned that we have yet to hear from the mayor on behalf of the two members, the two citizens of Philadelphia struck down by a drunk driver. That's appalling that had that happen. It's disgusting that happened. Absolutely playing in our face when it comes to that type of situation, that you would let personal feelings about how you feel about this get in the way of showing respect for two men and women that's out here standing for themselves. Let's be honest. We shouldn't even have to be out here. People keep reminding me, let them know that we can't afford our rent. Let them know that we got members that are living together, sharing a space, because they can't afford us.
Cheryl Parker, get with them Shapiro, even though I don't like his fraudulent ass. And please come up with a better contract that these workers will agree with so they can get back to work.
Space of their own. Let them know that while we trying to get our credit together, we don't make enough ends to get that credit right and pay our bills and to pay these grocery rates. Adds up 9.
She said that was included in the proposal. So listen, I want y'all to listen to this. I'm gonna go back a little bit. Listen to what they're asking for. And if y'all go to the live that I did, the last live that I did, right? This is part 2 of that live. If y'all go to the last live I did, right, y'all will hear Cheryl Parker, right, give this in the proposal that she gave them. This is what confuses me. Are they playing in our faces right now? See, because if y'all are, this is not going to go the way y'all want it. This is not going to go right. This is going to go left. Because what you're asking for, she proposed already. So I'm getting confused.
That credit right and pay our bills. Living together, sharing a space, because they can't afford a space of their own. Let them know that while we trying to get our credit together, we don't make enough ends to get that credit right and pay our bills and to pay these grocery rates. Eggs up 9 cents, whatever the hell the eggs are through the roof. Cost of living is up through the roof. Groceries overall last year up 17% in Philadelphia. Just Philadelphia. It's sickening what's going on. They got scabs all over the city. Absolutely. Got scabs all over the city doing the work that y'all do, but they tell you they can't pay you a livable wage, but they can pay contractors top dollar. She put this housing initiative as part of this CBA. Y'all not slow. There's never been any housing initiative as part of a CBA agreement. Not ever. And firstly,
she did say y'all were expendable. She said, we don't need you if y'all can't take this deal. So I'm guessing that they're going to use, at the expense of us, the citizens. Because y'all want to sit here and not, I get it. Y'all want a bigger pay. But so do the healthcare workers. My thing is, Cheryl Parker, if you gave the commissioner a raise, right, give these men the annual raise that they're asking for. Because according to them, that raise every 4 years is not enough. If that's what it is, please give it to them. Because everything else they asked for, I'm not going to knock you down. You already proposed it. So if it's this annual raise thing, right, at least give them a 2 to 3%. I understand you can't give them an 8%. I understand you can't give them a 5%. You can't give them a 4%. So at least give them a 2 to 3% annual raise.
Most of y'all can't afford to live in them houses that they talking about getting. Right. Y'all can't afford to live in houses. You can't afford to upkeep them houses. But you gotta have a whole program designed to help get you in. How you gonna maintain it? How you gonna be able to do that? You can't. In most of the areas that they building them houses,
Don't nobody want to live it. But we don't want her option. Pay us enough money so we have our own option. We decide where we want to live at. Won't provide a residency waiver. Police got it. Fire got it. Our own members in corrections have it. PPA got it.
Okay, so he's making sense. All right, so if that's what he's asking for, now I'm getting a better understanding. All right, so now I'm not just watching the clip. I'm actually watching a full portion of this damn rally, and I got a little more depth into it. All right, so if they gave these other workers, right, that raise annually, Cheryl Parker, give it to them. And y'all, start working better with the citizens of Philadelphia so that the citizens of Philadelphia can back y'all up. Because me personally, as a block captain, the majority of the sanitation workers are rude and disrespectful. So let's see if their attitude changes when Cheryl Parker agrees to give that little raise, if it does happen. Or, you know, hopefully, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen because I've been confused on and off this shit. It really is confusing me. It really is. I really feel like this is some type of cahoots. What are y'all distracting us from? What is the distracting is what we got to figure out. What's coming to Philly?
But it's not good enough for our members. Now, truth be told, we're just looking for the ability to have options that grown men and women that serve this city every day proudly. Because most of us won't be able to live outside the city because we don't make enough money to do it. But why shouldn't you have the option to do so? You're providing a service. In our proposal, we said 10 years. 10 years. And then allow our members to be able to live outside the city. Currently, for anybody eligible for it, it's 5 years. And if you're just now coming to corrections, you have a residency waiver as soon as you start with the city. As soon as you start. Until they get to 80% capacity if they're hired at 2. So this is about y'all. This is a personal thing going on with me and her. I ain't got nothing to do with this. My job is to advocate and fight for y'all. That's right. That's all I'm here for. Every day, I keep people calling me and telling me about their hardships. And
So he said there's something personal going on between her and him. So is you and her letting something personal get in the way of the employees and the citizens of Philadelphia? Did he just make a confession without wanting to?
and her, I ain't got nothing to start until they get to 80% capacity if they're hired at 2. So this is about y'all. This is a personal thing going on with me and her. I ain't got nothing to do with this. My job is to advocate and fight for y'all. That's right.
There's this personal thing going on between me and her. I ain't got nothing to do with that. What?
Start with the city. As soon as you start. Until they get to 80% capacity if they're hired at 2. So this is about y'all. This is a personal thing going on with me and her. I ain't got nothing to do with this. My job is to advocate and fight for y'all. That's right. That's all I'm here for.
There's this personal thing going on with me and her. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm here to advocate for y'all. So there's something personal going on between him and the mayor. What is this personal thing going on? And you said it, not me, okay? And yes, I'm getting frustrated because it's hot. I want to sit on my steps and not have to smell trash. But I'm not throwing my trash in the streets either.
Every day, I keep people calling me and telling me about their hardships and their situation. And I'm thinking, why we got to go through that in the 6th largest city in the country? How? When the mayor's cabinet is the largest in the history of Philadelphia. Yes. Average salaries of $135,000. Talk about it. But they're the ones making decisions on folks that's making $40,000. Right. How that makes sense? Share it with us. It don't. Right. It makes no damn sense that you all, how can you say you pro-labor, pro-union, pro-worker, pro-Philadelphia? You are Philadelphia. Yeah.
citizens from every neighborhood across this city. And y'all serve this city proudly. Most of y'all work in this city because you know you are serving your family, your friends, and your neighbors. Otherwise, you take your talents and go elsewhere. But we love the city we represent. We love the city we work for. And all we want to do is be able to live inside the city comfortably. Right. But as P.P. Little said, we got members that are eligible for public services, and some of our members are the ones providing the public services. Right. There's something wrong with that. Yes, it is. That's what this fight is about. Staying out here, standing strong. We thought we didn't have no allies, but it's community groups all over the place. Yes. We got other unions, Teamsters out there standing strong with us. We got the AFL-CIO standing strong with us. We got the big homie. Massey standing strong with us. 1.3. That's a hell of a squad. So we're going to stand out here every day. We're going to be out here every day. Remember, they didn't think we was going on strike. No. They didn't think we were going to get past day one. Day 2. Day 3. Day 4. Day 5.
See, y'all getting past all these days because y'all dumping y'all trash in the mayor's Parkway. Y'all dumping y'all trash in City Hall. Y'all getting past it. But how about the elderly people that cannot do this? The people that cannot afford to pay people to take their trash, to these dumpsters that are overflowing. I'm not going to be a part of of this right here. I'm not going to pay somebody, right, $5, $10, $15, $20, give them my trash to go dump this shit to overflow a dumpster that's in front of somebody else's house. I'm not doing that. I'll leave my 3 little trash bags right out there in a fucking trash can. I got to get 2 more trash cans. I'm not doing that. That's some fucked up shit to do. To sit here and throw my trash in front of other people's houses just because I want to get back at the mayor for something that she's doing. But then the union workers, y'all not making it any easier. Y'all don't go speak up every day either.
Day 6. Today is day 7. And we still standing, still strong. Everybody working together. Water, sanitation, streets, airports, crossing guards, all of our members standing in solidarity together, standing up for what we know is just trying to advocate and fight for a livable wage inside of this city. There's nothing more righteous than that. Nothing more righteous. We got people all over the country watching what's going on here in Philly. What we gonna show them? We can show them better than better we can tell them. Right. That's what we're going to do. That's how we do in Philly. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you. We won a contract? Yeah. There you go. DC 33. Appreciate y'all.
Uncle Jimmy no more, do
So, in y'all opinions, right? Y'all know what I think. Who do y'all think is in the wrong? The mayor or the union workers? Who do y'all think that they both wrong? And in my opinion, I think they're both wrong. I feel as though, right, they deserve a better pay. Yes, they do. But the majority of the things they asked for already got offered to them, except for the one thing, the annually raise. You see where I'm coming from? So if that's what they need to sit down and figure out, I hope they do it fast. Because as y'all can see, I'm going to do TikTok first. Let me do TikTok first. This is what's happening in Philly. Now, they're striking, all this is happening. It was just a mass shooting. And this was the mass shooting that, everybody's been talking about lately, right? Because while, they're striking, the mayor doesn't only have to deal with the strike. The mayor has to deal with the shootings that are happening in Philadelphia, the drunk drivers. All of this stuff was happening during the 4th of July weekend. All of this was happening, right? On top of the trash piling up, which she, should have found, like I said yesterday, right? Yeah, I think it was, no, I didn't do the live yesterday. It was on Saturday. Like I said on Saturday, right? That if she would have put these bins in a like a empty lot, and we got a lot of empty lots in Philadelphia, that would have been beneficial, right? And I think a lot of people would have probably joined in, throwing the trash in there and stuff like that, because it's away from the homes, blah blah blah. Like, me personally, I'm not sure who's wrong in this situation. Is it the mayor? Is it the union workers? What is going on? Because in the beginning, the union workers, I'm not going to sit here and lie. Like I said, I'm going to be neutral, and I'm cutting this shit down the motherfucking middle. The union workers was being great. I'm with them. You see where I'm coming from? Even though I feel as though that the majority of them, like the majority of the sanitation workers, are disrespectful. By the way, shout out to Clips, right? Because listen, I love working with Clips. Like, that's the part of the sanitation department that I feel as though is the most respectful. Like, I'm not going to sit here and knock the mayor down and say, oh, she hasn't done nothing in 18 months that she's been mayor, because, like I said, she's brought so many programs back, right, for these kids, right? She's fixing these manholes and, these messed up streets that we're having. Plus, she's helping with the ecosystem, right? Planting more trees. Like, I'll show them videos and stuff like that, how the park is changing. They're renovating not just the park here in Highland Park, at different areas, right? In that ecosystem, one of the reasons they're also tearing up the streets, right? That water that is coming down through the sewers when it rains and all that stuff, it helps the trees, it helps the plants, and much more. I mean, I can go down, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But y'all get my whole point. Like, she has done a lot. I'm not going to take that away from her. And just because, I'm mad about what's going on, I'm not going to let my emotions get in the way. All right. Shout out to the sanitation workers that are respectful, that come out here every week and have to also deal with the fucked up neighbors, right? Citizens that we have within communities here in Philadelphia. All right. And the same way I'm going to talk about one, I'm going to talk about the other. I'm not just going to sit here and pin the finger at one person, pin the blame at one person. Everybody has a part in this shit right now. And like I said, my biggest question is, when this is all over and done and the resolution is on the table, who's going to clean up the city? And how are they going to do it?
With sanitation workers on strike, how is Mayor Parker's plan for Philly's trash going so far? Sanitation workers are part of the striking District Council 33, whose 9,000 union members make an average salary of $46,000 per year for high-stress jobs. Mayor Parker's administration set up 60 temporary drop-off sites, aka dumpsters, across the city. Her team also advised residents to use the city's 6 sanitation convenience centers, where you can normally drop off trash, large items, and recycling. The centers are usually staffed by sanitation workers, but that plan has had a rocky start. Folks hoping to drop trash at sanitation centers Tuesday and Wednesday were met with locked gates. Picket lines blocked the administration from opening the facilities, and waste piled up. At the Strawberry Mansion Convenience Center, a DC-33 strike captain encouraged locals to drop trash on the sidewalk instead of using an official drop-off site.
Give me a fair contract. You ain't had a raise in how long?
Now I want y'all to see how that was somebody that worked for the DC District 33. Telling people where to go throw the trash at. How is dirty in our own streets going to help this out? I'm on the side of the workers, but I'm definitely not going to dirty my streets to accomplish this mission.
Let me just start by saying, by now, Philadelphia, you are aware that an explosion occurred on the 1900 block of West Bristol Street. Several homes were impacted, and I want to ask Philadelphia right now, please lift up in prayer those families who have been directly impacted and indirectly impacted. I also want you to lift up our first responders and our utilities who've done an amazing job in working together immediately here on the scene. Our Fire Commissioner Thompson is here. Captain McCartney is here. Our Office of Emergency Management, Mike is here. The Red.
Now, I listen. I've talked face to face with the commissioner in these community meetings, and he's a great man. I've talked to the majority of them face to face in these meetings that I go to, that I attend to, and I'm telling you that he's a good man. He deserves that raise. So do the union workers. So do the union workers, right? But the crazy part is the union workers are confusing the shit out of me. She said, I am willing to propose this. Y'all are asking for what she proposed for. The only thing that she's missing to add on, right, is that annually raise. But I don't think that they can give you an 8% annually raise on top of the 13% that they've already given.
Cross, the Salvation Army, Council Member Cindy Bass, Rep. Darisha Parker, the church, Triumph Baptist Church. Everyone is on the scene to do anything that they possibly can to assist us in helping those who have been impacted. I've gotten a lot of calls from people saying, what is it that I can or should be doing to help those who have been impacted? The first thing I want to advise you of is to not respond to any emails or anything that's popping up on social media until you hear the subject matter experts associated with the city of Philadelphia, that is our fire commissioner, his marshals, and or a formal official from the city of Philadelphia. Do not believe what you may read on social media. They will give you your formal updates on the issues associated with this explosion. For now, we have ensured that the city of Philadelphia's One Philly Fund is established and it is up and going. You can reach it by searching for philicityfund.org. That's PHILACITYFUND.org. If you want to make a contribution to help anyone who has been impacted by this explosion.
And I want y'all to see, right? Philadelphia is a Commonwealth state, right? They deal a lot with a lot of funds. So it's kind of like, dudes, what more do we expect, right? If y'all don't want Philadelphia to be like that, vote Republican then the next time. That shit crazy. That right there was a mass shooting. They were shooting everywhere in South Philly. This was in the 1500 South Edding Street.
People were killed and 9 others were hurt in a mass shooting in the Grays Ferry section of Philadelphia. This shooting, just one incident over a very violent weekend in the city. Action News reporter Jessica Cartalia is live with more. And Jessica, you have new video showing the terrifying moments multiple people opened fire.
Yeah, Sarah, that video is incredibly difficult to watch. It's just hard to fathom that something like that could happen. Meanwhile, many of the victims of that shooting were brought here to Penn Presbyterian Hospital, where they are still being treated.
That is crazy.
Ring camera footage is now part of a police investigation into a gunfight early this morning in Grays Ferry. Hazardous waste crews scrubbed blood from the sidewalk just hours after that mass shooting.
There is a lot of video circulating online. It's pretty much a horrific scene.
Police say a gunfight erupted just before 1 o'clock this morning on the 1500 block of South Edding Street in Grays Ferry. After making several arrests over the weekend, police were monitoring reports of large gatherings and loud music. They were in the process of responding to a nearby call when they heard the gunfire. When they arrived on scene, they found a dozen shooting victims ranging in age from 15 to 24.
Almost 140 pieces of ballistic evidence has been recovered. We definitely believe, based on our observation, a gun with a switch was involved.
There was so much evidence at the scene. In addition to yellow markers, police wrote numbers by hand.
It's task frustrating.
Tyreek Glasgow is executive director of the Young Chances Foundation, a youth center in Grays Ferry working to end violence and provide opportunities for young men. He knows many of the victims in this morning's shooting.
They are working to get jobs, going to vocational school and doing those things. So to have their lives stop, for gun violence is something that is frustrating and painful.
Glasgow, who grew up in South Philly, says residents are left to clean up the blood and remnants of this morning's shooting as city workers remain on strike.
To come together, clean it up, but the blood, the trash, even the food, the activities that we're supposed to have today for our summer camp, we had to put on pause today.
Police say they transported 8 of the 12 victims to the hospital. 2 of the victims were juveniles. They are expected to be okay. And police are still.
So like I said, the mayor is dealing with a lot. So it's crazy how I'm hearing, the leader of the union workers say, oh, he don't know why the mayor's not responding back. Well, you just said that you didn't put the offer on the table yet, right? So you couldn't comment on it, but then y'all did the rally saying you don't know what's taking them so long to answer. Well, I guess they're waiting on you. It's a lot going on in Philadelphia. So this is why I'm saying there's so many ways, right, to resolve the problems that we're having, and being a fool, acting like an animal is not it. I'm a leader of my community, and I'm sure I'm not going to tell the people in my community go dump their trash, right, and on top of piles in front of people's residents, in front of schoolyards. No, I'm not. I don't agree with how this is being played out. Personally, I think they need to go to the table and get to a fucking agreement ASAP before this shit goes left. People start rioting within their own communities and shit like that. Because listen, you got fucking the water department on strike too. People can only pay their bills online. What's going to happen when the waters break? People need maintenance and stuff like that, with things that have to do with the water department. What's going to happen?
Philly streets is literally decaying as we speak. Look at all the trash, y'all. I know they probably got reps and everything running all in this mess. The whole entirety of Philly probably smell like hot ass right now, y'all. And the reason why it's like this is because the city is refusing to pay the people who's going to pick this shit up. Y'all don't want to pay them, so this is what happens. So as of right now, I only see this happening in Philly. But let's just say other states and cities that's not getting the right pay. This is going to happen everywhere if it's like that. These people deserve the money. He said over 9,000 workers was like, nah, I'm not finna do it. I'm walking. They only asking for a 5% raise. They gave them 3, talking about this is enough. No, it's not. I wouldn't want to do this shit coming home smelling like ass every day. They acting like that shit's for the birds. I'm not gonna lie. I know that job tough as hell. I just hate the fact that they had to do this in their own city just to show them.
They were asking for an 8.75% annually raise, not 5%. Then they lowered it to 5%. I think if they go towards 3 and then somehow, try to work it the next election, I think that's fair. Maybe 4. I don't know. 3.75. Shit, I don't fucking know. But listen, we need to get workers into the sanitation department ASAP. Cheryl Parker's going to have to start hiring people, right? And hiring people for the union representative, because if she's not going to let them come back to work because they don't agree, something's going to have to give. I don't know, and I think it takes a minute before, you know, they can sit here and hire a full staff. So either way, the citizens are still sacrificed.
We're beginning.
Damn, it's going viral about this shoot. Shit. That street is little. That street is piled up with trash. Huh?
Gray Ferry, Philadelphia. Did y'all see that shootout on the news? Man, y'all need to get it together, man. 13 people got shot and 10 people got killed. If you see the ring cam footage, these guys is having a war zone. This ain't no regular shootout. It look like they're in Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan. They just letting it off. You see people in the crowd like huddle up on the ground, like layered on top of each other. And then you see a couple guys pop up, bop, 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 returning fire like they in a real war zone, man, on the ring cam. My question to you guys is, come on, man, like, where are they getting all these switches from? Because these dudes, like, it seemed like everybody had a damn switch. My question is, where are they getting this from? Is the violence, like, it seems like in that area.
Man, they're getting it from everywhere. And it's true, the violence is just getting worse and worse in Philadelphia. Oh, my bad. All right. That's some facts. That's some facts, Brooklyn lady, Ellie. I'm gonna show y'all one last video. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. All right, so this right here is the last video I'm gonna show y'all. All right, so shout out. This seems to be the block captain, right? This came across my feeds earlier. I did subscribe that. I like it. Yep. So this guy says he's a Philadelphia block captain. He was going around. Right. He did what I wanted to do, but I haven't done it yet. Man, I've been too busy to do that. So shout out to him, all right, for doing this. Stop my camera real quick. Where am I at? Okay, over here. So I want y'all to listen to this. I'm gonna skim through the video, all right? I'm not gonna let the whole video play, but I'm gonna skim through it because I just want y'all to see, right? Because he travels through different parts of Philadelphia on his e-bike, all right? So shout out to him, man. From one biker to another, big shout out. So this block captain goes from, one place to another, right? He says trash crisis in Philly. What's really going on? So he calls himself the Philadelphia block captain.
Here we are, Bridesburg. Right here, we have a burnt pile of trash. This is underneath I-95, right off of where the Richmond Street is. I think this is Wishee Street. And I think this is where I caught the guy dumping the other day. And I was like, yo, the dump's around the corner. And he kind of laughed in my face. And now the trash pile, that trash pile caught on fire. Now there's illegal dumping near the tires. I am about a quarter of a mile away from the city dump. See if we got anything good here for Steve Key.
Yo, man, no, that trash didn't catch on fire. Somebody put that trash on fire. All right. I mean, I get it. You trying to be nice about it, man. Shout out to Philly Block Captain, yo. But no. The trash did not just catch fire. All right. It did not just catch on fire. They put the trash on fire. So let's skimp a little bit through that so y'all can see. I wanted y'all to see that.
A pile at Reach in Allegheny. Like everywhere in Kent. All right, here we are, Allegheny and Jasper. It looks like everywhere in Kensington, maybe parts of Harrogate, people are just taking their trash and they're not going to a dumping station. They're not going to a dumpster. They're not going to it. They're just dumping it on the corner. You're seeing a lot of couches and mattresses. A pile at Reach in Allegheny. It's also, that's kind of becoming a new spot. Well, not new. It's been, people are hanging out there more and more. The city has claimed they cleaned up Kensington, but they didn't. What they did is everybody who's addicted to drugs, the people who were addicted to drugs were kind of...
Yeah, I mean, they do that. They're doing that because they want to bring these safe houses to Philadelphia, which one I am against, right? Like, but you got to realize that they're not just crackheads, they're heroin addicts, right? Wet addicts. How can I say it? Pill poppers and shit like that all together right there. Like, as crazy as it sounds, right? I already peeped this. I seen this coming. Like, they've been trying so hard to get those safe houses here in Philly that, boy, they just don't care how they do it and what they do. That's why, I'm gonna just, I can't say certain things, so I just, hopefully people understand.
living in like a makeshift tent city all up and down the Kensington Avenue corridor. And then last year the mayor said, yeah, you got to take those tents down. And you can't live in tents. And now we have like nomad wandering people who are addicted to really hardcore drugs that are like eating at their flesh and destroying their lives. Cop car right here. We're coming up to Roar Street. My mom, her old block, she lived about 2 blocks down in that direction as a kid.
All right, we're going to skim a little bit more.
Right in front of a corner store.
They're doing that. They're doing that throughout all of Philadelphia. Something I'm noticing. I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to be able to get on this bike and ride around and stuff like that. Because I got my little phone holder. Man, listen, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to do it. I just can't promise it to be today or tomorrow because, shit, tomorrow's never promised.
I'm on the other side of Broad Street. This is 21st and Oxford Street. And around Temple University, where the college is, it's super clean. I think they, matter of fact, I saw a few pickup trucks just driving around with bags.
Temple got private contractors, so it's always going to be clean there.
Bags of trash with Temple logos on them, so they probably just have staff going around cleaning up the campus. But once you get off the college campus, it gets you got dumping in front of the one of the corners. People are just putting the trash in front of it. Again, the same thing as it is in Kensington or other portions of North Philly, or the row homes just don't have small yard. They have small yards, so you have nowhere to put it. And then right here, these look like apartments, and this looks like maybe somebody moved out. The strike started at the 1st of the month.
Yep.
So you got evictions and move outs. This is the intersection of Cecil B. Moore and Ridge Ave, and all the corners have large trash piles. This is right in front of a Chinese restaurant. Over there's a large pile of trash in front.
Well, it's gonna be stinking in front of every Chinese restaurant, right? Because some of them put their trash out on the side, some of them put it in the yard that they got. I mean, a lot of them got it. Yeah, the majority of the Chinese restaurants, right, especially here in Hunting Park, right? But I don't know how it is towards West or South Philly. But I know towards this area over here, they all got little backyards, little tiny backyards, right? And they are able to put their trash there, man. That shit is going to reek from the seafood to the Lord have mercy. Ooh! When I go live outside tomorrow, I'm gonna show y'all how what the little what it looks like around here. I might go around with the bike tomorrow. I might, maybe for a little, quick little ride. Might.
Front of the metro, it's just piling up. There is also a public trash can there, so people are just dumping in there. Same thing with this. This is a city trash can, so hopefully the clip people come by sometime in the near future. These piles right in front of this vacant. Bridesburg, Port Richmond, maybe even Kensington. I think Kensington only has like 2 or 3 dumpster spots.
And that's what I'm saying. Like all the dumpsters, the majority of the dumpsters that I peep, right, are like towards West Philly, South Philly. If I'm not mistaken, there's a few towards Alany, there's a few towards Juniata, and a few towards this area. There's not a lot of dumpster size, like Allegheny, Alany, Juniata, and stuff like that. There's not really a lot of dumpster sites. There's the majority of them are going towards like I just said, like towards the city after Broad Street, right? Like towards going like when you're about to hit New York and stuff like that. When you're about to enter New Jersey, my bad. Going towards that area, the nicer areas too. At that, I just noticed that. No wonder that Wilkinson was over there. Like, what's his name? Wilkinson. He was on the nicer areas. I should have noticed that shit. That's why I seen him. Like, he's got to be towards where it's just like a lot of Italians or something like that. No disrespect to the Italians, all right? No disrespect.
Literally, there's that trash pile I was just at. All you have to do is walk 2 blocks this way. And the dumpster's right here at 20th and York. They have this big vacant lot. And for some reason, instead of putting it in front of the big vacant lot, they have it next to these houses. Poor placement for these dumpsters. There are definitely bigger vacant spaces or abandoned spaces. There you go. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, this is really.
Yeah, that shit is about to start overflowing. And what's crazy is they're going to continue to do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, just because this is happening doesn't mean to dirty our own streets. Who's going to really clean this shit up? These streets were already fucking trashy and dirty because of the people. And because the trash people, right, the sanitation workers, when they pick up the trash, they make a bigger mess than what the fuck it already is. I don't get tired of saying that shit. I've said this plenty of times throughout many of lives. When I've made certain complaints throughout the community meetings, it's been weird this year. Are we having any community meetings? We haven't had any this year. I've made complaints. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Really bad smelling. It's going to be these large piles that sit here for weeks. Those are the things that are going to draw mice and rats, because if the city is cleaning up the dumpster areas every day, and by the way, what cost?
Blessings, Miss April Showers. Blessings, how you doing, guys? Make sure y'all go check out Miss April Showers. Great conversations, great topics, y'all.
At what cost are we paying these workers to pick up these trash piles? This is at Kensington. Getting close to Kensington and Lehigh. Yo, trade doors, who takes care of you? Now down here on Emerald Street, right when you get near the train trestles, it's a pretty bad dumping spot when there isn't a trash strike. And I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like today. It's actually not that bad. Okay. Hashtag piss. Right here.
Oh, shit. They got the heroin addicts under the bridge.
You got a big pile.
They're not homeless. Those are addicts.
At Emerald, man, hashtag piss again. Ugh. Big pile of trash in the corner. This just keeps growing and growing. Oh, you got a bunch of shit going on down there. I'm not going to go down there, but yeah, there's a big pile of trash on that street. People cleaning up this pile. So I think that's what the plan is. We're just going to have piles of trash.
Yo, that shit is crazy. Look at that.
All over the city.
Nah, people doing spring cleaning. They emptying their houses, their alleys, and they taking advantage of this shit right here.
They're going to pile up, and then we're going to send clip workers to clean it up. And which means the clip workers who go around covering up graffiti and doing their regular job, they're not going to be able to do that. It's a cycle, hon. It's a vicious cycle. It's good news. I'll give you some good news. This is Cahawk's Playground, which has been closed for about a year. Getting redeveloped, redesigned, and it's finally open.
Thanks to Cheryl Parker. Come on, give her credit. Like I said, Cheryl Parker has done what she is supposed to do. She's supposed to do for the city, right? She has a lot on her plate as the mayor, all right? Me as a block captain, right? As a leader of my community, me personally, knowing that I've spoken to these people, right? I've seen Cheryl Parker once, right? Like, I congratulated her when she won, right? She became mayor and all that, right? I was like, man, I was shocked because I didn't think she was gonna become mayor. I was like, no, she's not gonna become mayor. She's a woman. It's this whole thing that men get the job done better, right? That shit, they throwing that in her face right now. Oh, why did we pick a woman? It should have been a man. I'm sitting here like, y'all don't even know what y'all want. People don't know what they want. So I gotta give it to her. Even him right there is showing us, right? Me personally have told y'all, right, that they've renovated. She found ways to get these programs back to our kids. Like, she's found ways to, get a lot of the things back here. What's crazy is, right, a lot of people ain't appreciative, for what she has done. Blessings. We got Mel Dub in the building, yo. How you doing? Blessings, guys. Be sure y'all check out Mel Dub. Great conversations, great topics, yo. He says that is a crazy national story right now about the sanitation strike in Philly. Listen, I'm with the workers, right? But it's something funny going on. Something's just not adding up, right? And I feel as though, like, is they all in cahoots in this shit? And at the end of the day, we all the ones suffering, right? The citizens of Philadelphia. Because something's not making sense, right? You got the union rep demanding and asking, right? I already showed the video. The majority of the things he's asking for, the mayor already proposed it and put it on the table, right? The one thing she didn't give them is that annually raise. You see where I'm coming from? And in the beginning, they was being greedy with the annually raise. If y'all go check out part 1 of this live, y'all will see what I'm talking about. Like I told y'all, just because I'm here from Philadelphia doesn't mean that I'm going to pick a side. You see where I'm coming from? Because at the end of the day, I see what's going on. I've spoken about the situations that we have around here that need resolution. You see where I'm coming from? I've been giving people solutions around here. I've proposed it. I've put out petitions and I said it. I mean, shout out to the people that have signed my petition to get cameras into these schools. But when I give out the idea to put like bins in the corners, right? Like, listen, make sure you have a trash can. Like when we have these meetings, right, and we have conversations, right, how we can make Philadelphia more beautiful, right? As a leader of my community, as the block captain, right, I try to get more people to come out, clean their fronts and stuff like that. Try to get them to understand, look, listen, the city wants y'all to get your own stuff and start cleaning your own fronts. Before, yes, they used to give out so many things. You see where I'm coming from? But now, no, they want y'all to take responsibility. They want y'all to take action. You see where I'm coming from? Like, no more block parties and y'all just keep leaving the trash behind. The only time y'all do clean is when the block is being closed. And then y'all have the party and leave the damn block dirty again. What was the whole point of cleaning the block? Like, it's so many ways I can go about this. Rats are just starting to surface. Woo! That's one hell of a lie. Because listen, we be at war here, sanitation workers and damn citizens. The sanitation worker playing ping pong basketball, flip the bottle with the trash cans in the recycling bins, right? Coming at people that can't afford, trash bags that are not 50 cents or a quarter, right? Because, they too cheap, they'll break. Well, then if you know the motherfucking bag breaks, handle it better, right? Now, it's your fault if you break the bag because of how you're handling that bag in the street. That's why you got a fucking dustpan and a broom right next to that little button you push. You push that button and that little fucking trash monster chews up all that trash in the back of the damn truck. Right there. Grab that little dustpan and that little broom right there. Pick up the trash. Because you know who has to clean that shit? Block captains like me. And I'm saying it from experience. I'm tired of it. If we do get to a resolution, is y'all going to do your fucking job right? Is we going to have to keep arguing with y'all? And I'm not just coming at y'all. I'm coming at the dirty ass motherfucking citizens of Philadelphia too. The majority of the fucking citizens of Philadelphia are nasty and disgusting. Before this fucking strike happened, there were trash bags. There were fucking trash thrown in fucking corners, alleyways, sides, in front of people's houses and shit. People eat food in their fucking cars. Right? From whatever restaurant, especially the majority of the restaurants they come and order from are the Chinese stores. They park in front of people's houses, right? And then in front of our houses, we got to sit here in the mornings, get up and pick up Dutch guts, pick up fucking wrappers, pick up crab legs, pick up bone fucking legs, pick up a whole bunch of shit in front of our crib because motherfuckers can't walk to a trash can. And I'm somebody, along with a few people in this fucking block, that do got trash cans in front of their house because we are tired of fucking cleaning every fucking day. It's a fucking mess out here. And what y'all don't understand is that when one block is dirty and it's windy and shit outside, that trash comes on to the next block. So all this shit has been happening for a while. It should have been resolved before the strike. And now we got the strike happening. We are the motherfucking problem. We is just trying to fucking find somebody to pin the motherfucking blame on. Sherelle Parker. All right. Give these men, right? If it's okay to give it to them, right? Because you gave the commissioner a raise. You did. We cannot sit here and take the fact that you gave the fire department, the captains, the commissioners, the lieutenants, all of them, they got a raise. That annually raise that they got, give it to the sanitation workers and make their asses go back to work. Make the judge sign the motherfucking paper and make their asses go back to work and make sure they do their job right. If they don't do their job right, fire their motherfucking ass and replace them with somebody. I'm being neutral with this shit. I'm not picking a motherfucking side because neither side is worth defending right now. I don't give a fuck who gets mad. We got Gary Busted Down Brown in the building, guys. Make sure y'all go check out my OG, great conversations and great topics, Big shout out to him too for for coming on the live last Saturday, coming on the live, hopping on panel on Saturday and having a conversation about this situation with a shorty, yo. But like I was just saying, this right here, what he is telling y'all, right? This was closed down for a whole year and it just opened up. The same thing with a lot of recreation centers. They were closed down for a whole year because they were, fixing them up. Sherelle Parker had to get the funds for that, right? Them funds, right? Where she get them from, everybody knows where they come from. All right, shout out to her for what she was doing. We know politicians are dirty. We know politicians are corrupt. But what's crazy is, right, she is from Philadelphia. And she is, in my eyes, right, from what I'm seeing, tackling the situations we've asked her for. Now, this strike is here. It's taking forever. I don't know why she's being hard-headed, but they're being hard-headed too. Because like I said in the beginning, the union workers were being greedy. Did they lower their numbers? My question is, how much did y'all lower their numbers? Did y'all lower it to the point where they would agree? Now, I understand that 2% and 3%, okay, it's not enough. All right. I know I've been saying it earlier, right? But all right, if 5% is enough for them, give it to them. How much did you give the commissioners from the police department and the fire department? Just match them up. Match them up. Am I giving you a better solution right now? But Sherelle Parker, come on, man. We got to do better. Philly, citizens of Philadelphia, we got to do better. Because Master Splinter been here. What he did was 1-800, oh, shit. He went and called Mickey, Minnie, the kids, and all the motherfucking grandkids. That's all he did. He went and called the fucking raccoons and the possums. He went and shook Nate the Gray's hand over there in New York and said, listen, bro, I need to borrow your raccoons, your possums, all the squirrels you got. Besides what you taught them, I'm about to teach them what I taught Leonardo and all the Ninja Turtles, yo, for real, for real. They're going to be over here in Philadelphia, robbing houses, right? Stealing food from the trash and karate chopping motherfuckers. On some real shit, karate chopping motherfucking throats and shit. Like,
Wow, this is back when I was a kid at this playground. We just had like a piece of metal. It was jagged. You would get tetanus. Now you got, I don't know what that is, but man, this is fun. This is a nice little playground. This is open up. Now the field I heard is covered in lead, so they have to do something with that to clean that up. But the playground is open and it's super nice. Oh, so many broken arms are going to happen on that thing. That is some good news. That's not, I have to bring Kevin here. Oh, he's going to love it. I can't wait. It's so cool. I love taking my grandson to places I used to.
So that's why I'm happy that they're renovating the park. They got to fix the swings and stuff like that over here in the park. But what's crazy is every time they put money into the park, guess what happens? Guess what happens? Can anybody in the chat or anybody in the that catches the damn replay, let us shorty know, what do y'all think happens every time they fix the park and they put the swings and all this stuff for the kids? They already got the slides, but guess what? 3 times they had to fix the slides and all that, the monkey bars for the kids, because the heroin addicts are out here stealing everything they can. People are going to the park and destroying the swings. You know how many times they've had to fix it? They just fixed the swings last year. When you go into the park, guess what? There's only baby swings because they went and broke all the swings for the bigger kids. They've already got graffiti over a lot of stuff in the park. Like, come on, man. They've been fixing this park for 2 years already, putting a lot of stuff into it that people keep breaking and they have to keep replacing. So y'all can't sit here and say, oh, she's not completely doing what she has to do. At least she's doing something. How much can she do, right? How much more can she do, right? When at the end of the day, it's not just her job. She's got to deal with Shapiro. She's got to deal with Boyle. She's got to deal with Bungo. She's got to deal with so many people. She's got to deal with the council. She's got to deal with the committee. She's got to deal with all of them. But yet, y'all saying she's the only one to blame. And she's not the only one in the table. Y'all act like she's saying, oh, wait, I don't want to do this. She's hearing y'all out and trying to come into terms. She's like the middleman right now. You know what, Philly? We got to do better.
Play as a child. And you still got the worst kind of dumping, the playground dumping, right next to the baseball field.
Hey, it's all over Philadelphia. Everybody's dumping trash everywhere, even in the parks. When I went to the park on Saturday, I looked at it and I said, I can't believe how people sat here and left all their trash. After the 4th of July, people did the same thing. Why didn't y'all dump y'all trash in the dumpsters? I know these kids come and play every day in the park. But yeah, y'all complaining about what Sherelle Parker did. Yeah, she had a fucked up idea. She put these damn bins in a place that she wasn't supposed to put them at, but she did it. Now, us as citizens, we were supposed to, figure out how can we, sit here and maintain clean until the sanitation workers figured out this damn strike with the mayor. Because right now, I don't even know if they're in cahoots trying to see how would we react to whatever the fuck is coming. Some shit just not adding
More
up.
playground dumping in Fort Richmond, Edgemont in Indiana, Stokely Playground. You come down here on Indiana Ave, and this was one of the worst dumping spots at the beginning of the strike. Yeah, right here where that trash truck is, there was a dumpster. And the whole street back there was completely covered in trash. So what they did is they closed off the street, and they have a rental. Wow, they're renting a trash truck. Big truck rental. Was completely full of trash. It's completely clean now. Everybody just puts their trash in a trash truck. This is why trolleys stink. You got a double parker blocking the trolley. Yo, trolley dorks. By the way, who takes care of you? Let's go. It's the long rectangular one, right? Here it is. That's another thing we got coming up in this city. Our public transportation system, SEPTA, they usually SEPTA, their budget, they overspend and then the state bails them out. Well, this year, the state is not bailing out SEPTA. So our public transportation center,
chill, SEPTA went up. It's $3 a pop. That's why I'm glad the city, man, shout out, right? Because, I was part of one of the people that was in the programs, right? I'm able to ride the bus, right? I was accepted, eligible, right? Due to what I do around here. They gave me a little pass, right? And I'm able to get on the bus for free. I don't pay. Shit, these motherfuckers went up $3 a pop, $3 a ride. So now is, like, damn, if you cash 2 buses is 6, you cash 3 is 9, you cash 4 is 12. I'm sitting here like, shit, I might as well pay a fucking cab to get to where I gotta go now instead of paying for the bus.
Our public transportation system is about to go to this, they call it the doomsday schedule, where buses are going to stop running after 9 p.m.
Oh, shit, so, for real?
I just think about all the retail workers who work after 9 p.m. How the fuck are they going to get home if they don't have a car? Here's another playground in Port Richmond that's covered in lead. This is Moncabbage Playground.
And that's why I think they should build more underground trains, yo. I love riding the train. Like, for me, it's faster, lesser people, the majority of the time, right? When you ride SEPTA, man, you got to deal with people that stink. Yo, early morning, hot breath, people smelling like ass butt juice, motherfuckers in there smelling like Pepe Le Pew on some real shit. Like, man. Like, one day I went in there and I swear to God, it was like the combination of someone's ass, somebody's underpit, the sewer, trash, my dog's shit, the shit while I went down the street shit. I'm sitting here like, oh my God. And then somebody, like, just to put the cherry on top, somebody just threw a litter box full of shit. Like, that's how it be smelling like when you walk into these goddamn buses. So it's like people don't, I don't know. I guess people are scared of water and soap. Like, they don't want to shower. I don't know. Something wrong with people. But I sure as hell like fucking getting in the bus with nobody. I can't, like, ugh. And then people want to be touching people. Like, motherfucker, you gonna rub your stink on me. Can you please move? Don't touch me. I'm antisocial. Like, I really am. Like, I walk around with headphones and shit like that. I go off of vibrations. You can feel people when they behind you. You can see their shadows. Like, you can feel, like, I don't know, when y'all walking, I don't know, y'all can feel everything on the ground, the cars, the bikes, everything. Like, and you can just get this feeling when somebody's already getting close to you. I don't know. I just go off of vibes, vibrations. And so far, that shit works for me. Like, because I can't be outside in crowds, like so many people. Like, it makes me want to shut down and go inside. That's why I don't speak in big crowds. And it's something that I'm going to have to start learning how to do. Because if I'm going to be the voice of the people, I'm going to have to get over not being able to be in a crowd. That's one of my biggest, how can I say, issues that I got to deal with right now. Can I speak in a crowd? Yes, but it depends on the size. Like, it took me forever to get used to the social media shit. I'm telling you, like, I've been on this job for, what, I could say 5 or 6 years already. And I've only gotten just used to it for the past 2. Kid you not.
It's currently closed. You do have people living in there sometimes, but the playground, the field itself is covered in lead.
Damn, they gotta do something about that.
So it's been closed for a while. People walk their dogs there. Also, there's a big mound of dirt for the I-95 project that's happening in this area. They're doing I-95 construction. Here are some of the buses. This is the new bus stop they built recently, SEPTA. And one of the buses, the 73, back over here, that 73 bus.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of new routes in Philadelphia for the buses and stuff like that. That I do know of. But I missed the last meeting, and I know that we're supposed to be one coming up, but they haven't had it yet, which is weird to me. By now, they should already be having a community meeting.
Which takes care of Port Richmond, Bridesburg, Frankfurt, and I think a little bit of Wissinoming. They're going to completely get rid of that bus line, which is going to affect about 6 little old Polish women who live in Port Richmond. This is Tioga Street. This is the street I've been documenting pretty much every day of the strike. I documented it the day before. There was absolutely zero garbage on the street a week ago. And this is what the...
And it was absolutely zero trash a week ago, but they're starting to pollute that bitch. Listen, man, this is not a solution. This is pollution, Philadelphia. What resolution are we going to come with?
Bags did to this street. By the way, there's a mattress with a stain on it. And when I say zero bag,
I'm glad he took his bike, because from the looks of it, I would have gotten a couple holes on mine. Shit, flat tires and all. I would have had to stop at a couple gas stations to get my tires fixed.
Bags of trash a week ago. I mean that. There was nothing here. I feel like the city purposely cleaned all the major dumping spots right before the strike because they knew how bad it was going to be. And the thing that makes it even worse is the city's dumping space is, you just got to go a quarter of a mile, half a mile down the road. A lot of it's contractors who don't want to pay for dumping. This is a landscaper who just dumped all the shit from a job right there. This could be the same landscaper on a different day. Just coming by some more wood. If you need firewood, this is a good place to go. We're coming up to the trash dump on Delaware Ave. This is where the workers...
This dude is bike riding in Philadelphia. He made it all the way up to Delaware Ave. Dude.
Are picketing. There was a judge, like I think day 1 or day 2 into this thing, made a rule that the striking workers aren't allowed to block anybody from coming in and out of the trash dumps. People still throw their trash next to the dump. Yeah, they're keeping all the striking workers behind barricades, and then the people go in there and they dump the trash. I don't even know if they're checking.
See, this is where this is the actual location where the trash gets dumped, right? And I think they charge you $20, right, for dropping off trash. And I know that because the people that was charging people to pick up the trash and throw it out, you know, were showing receipts of, you know, how much they were being charged for dumping the trash. So they was being charged $20 for dropping off trash.
Are they checking ID?
But what fucks me up, yo, in the beginning of the strike, Mayor Parker expects me to dump my trash, put the trash in my car and go dump it myself? I ain't putting the trash in my car. But look, everybody went, they had a car, put the trash in their car and went and dumped it. I guess they can afford a car wash every day, every week.
And they're not even checking ID. We also have our white collar workers. They're on the verge of going on strike too. And the thing is, with the last contract,
all the workers are going on strike now. So since District 33 went on strike, now more workers are following. Oh shit! More union. Philadelphia, get ready.
They signed 40 years ago or 4 years ago. The prices of everything have gone up. Ever since COVID, everything's just been going up, right? And the only thing that hasn't gone up is the wages. So these union workers, they have to make a statement. This is a big...
I agree with that. With the way everything is going up, yes, the wages should go up. But the way we going about it, come on, man. Neither the citizens or the sanitation workers is going to really take the time to make these streets look clean again. Ain't nobody going to sit here and cut these weeds, pick up the trash, none of that. Ain't nobody really going to do that. They're going to probably pick up a little bit and make it look like they're doing some shit for the first 2 to 3 weeks, right? When all this shit is resolved. And then all the trash is still going to be there because there's a lot of motherfucking trash in a lot of places. Man.
Dumping spot near the... It's actually not that bad. There's more piles of trash on fire. Uh-oh.
Yo, Gary, if you're still in the chat, remember how you was talking about them setting the trash on fire? Hold on 1 second.
So these union workers got to make a stand somehow. The mayor got a raise of 3%, but I believe that was something a mayor did like 20 years ago. That, you know, the mayor gets a 3% raise in 20 years. It wasn't her doing. But the offer she offered the sanitation workers the first time was like 2.75%. And when you get a 3% raise and you don't give your workers a 3% raise, people are going to be like, yeah, not a good look. So saw the mayor say, I'm giving the city employees the biggest contract ever. And then she says in 30 years, which means it's not ever, it's just 30 years, which in the city of Philadelphia, that's 3 or 4 mayors ago. It's not that big of a deal. Back there is the new park coming to the neighborhood of Bridesburg, the Bob Borski Park. City's hanging up signs, getting ready for the new park. And we're going to check out the dumpsters here at Bridesburg. The dumpsters are a little overflowing right now, but it looks like they're getting picked up. You got one full dumpster, and you got an empty one on this side of the street. A little bit of trash. It's not too bad. There it is. There you are. Yeah, it's not too bad. We in this dumpster we have 2 guys sitting there, and if they see anybody who like has a contract or somebody illegally dumped it, they just say, "Hey, listen, not here," and they go somewhere else. They probably dump it on the corner around the block. Listen, I have a Patreon. If you want to help out the channel, I have a Patreon. I also do cameos. I've been doing a lot of fantasy football draft orders. So if you want to, there's some of the striking workers across the street. If you want to book.
All right. So I'm going to put him back in a second. Just give me 1 second. I'm looking for this video. All right, because I was watching it earlier, but I'm not sure if it was on YouTube or if it was here, because they were showing how, they put the trash on fire. So I'm trying to see if it's on here. And I swear it was here that I saw it. Let me see. I think I'm getting close. Oh, why can't I find the damn video? Somebody said fully strikes, $10 hustle, lady needs new teeth. I can't with some people. Where is it, man? The bull was showing the fire. Let me see. Pray for Philly under fire. Damn, I can't even remember where I saw that. So if I can't find it here, that means it was on TikTok. Somebody said a fireworks hoax. Damn, I can't find the damn video now. So I know this ain't it. Yeah, that ain't it. Yo, what the hell? Now they don't want me to show it to y'all. Shit. What the fuck? So the video don't want to show. Ay, ay, ay. Let me see. I found it. I found it. See, on day 7. Here we go. Shit. Why did it take so long? I apologize, guys. Alright, let me show y'all this, man. So Gary Busted Down Brown the other day was saying, man, people are gonna start burning their own trash. But guess what? This guy, shout out to him. I gotta like his video, right? AK Cole. Let's sub up to him real quick. Check his video out.
Gonna set this shit the fuck on fire. I'm up here Stanton Avenue right now.
And this was over the weekend, says the video. Over the weekend. Look at
this king in the background.
They got firefighters turning off bins on fire with trash.
Boys AutoZone. Let's I see this shit out of the corner of my eye.
Damn, Gary, you was a whole prophet this weekend, yo. I'm telling you, man. Everything you were saying on the damn panel is kind of like coming true. Yo, I don't know what the fuck is like you. I mean, listen, man. There's some crazy shit. How a lot of the shit that you say was going to turn out to be is turning out to be.
Shit, wow. This all for this strike shit, bro. Y'all gotta get the mob involved. I'm telling y'all. If y'all know anything about unions, y'all gotta get the mob involved, bro.
The Philadelphia city workers' strike continues into day 7 with no word on progress toward an agreement. And you could see trash is continuing to build up all over parts of the city here. No negotiations were held yesterday. It's unclear when the next session will be. District Council 33 workers, they've been on strike since last Tuesday. Trash is piling up at temporary collection sites and on roads. Several neighbors say they're frustrated with the lack of progress and concerned about their health. In West Philadelphia, a trash site on Wyalusing stretches for a whole block. It's also one of 2 sites where fires broke out over the weekend.
One of 2 sites.
Literally dumping everywhere. It's between.
So they burnt the bins in 2 different sites. And, 2 different sets of fires broke out in 2 different places. Philly is wilding. I mean, shit, they tired. I mean, I'm guessing they tired of the smell. But y'all creating this shit.
In the cemetery. There's one disrespect for the dead and us. We live it. So we got to go through this, walk through this, read this every day.
DC 33 posted this statement online yesterday, thanking the public for its support. The city also released a statement over the weekend saying it's committed to reaching an agreement that's fair, that's also fiscal.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, DC 33. Y'all shouted out to the public saying thank you for the support. Like, is y'all going to clean this trash when the resolution comes?
Responsible. Several Free Library of Philadelphia locations will reopen today. There are some closed.
Here we are, the far northeast, Red Lion Road. The bells of Christ the King rings in the background. And the trash pile grows and grows.
I gotta pause it because it's already 2 minutes, right? But this is crazy. This is one whole block right there. 3 bins, trash from side to side. We rather live in a fucking filth than to sit here and just be neutral in this situation. When I showed y'all the video earlier, right, the leader of the union workers, right, Greg Bauer said, right? He said, even though there's some beef between, me and the mayor, which I don't have nothing to do with this, right? I'm here advocating for y'all. I'm sitting here like, even though there's personal beef between you and the mayor, there's something personal going on between you and the mayor. His exact words, even though there's something personal going on between me and the mayor, right? I'm here to, let me put the video back on. Let me see. Gary says, but they rather smell the trash truck juice than the garbage in front of their homes. Yo, real shit, Gary, man. Let me put back the rally. And I want you to hear what I heard.
We can't be fearful. We can't be afraid.
No, that's not the one.
The righteous position that makes sense.
This ain't the one. All right. Nope, that's not it. I'm trying to get the right part of the rally. No. Hold on 1 second. I want y'all to hear what he said earlier. That shit threw me all the way off. Like, wait a minute. You got a personal beef with the mayor? Like, you and the mayor are going through something personal? Hold up. Wait a minute.
It is day 2.
Because maybe I heard them wrong. Before I end this, right? I want y'all to tell me if I heard them wrong.
Out here every day, fighting this fight, struggling. Y'all the face of this entire movement. Yes. Everything in the news is predicated around what goes on in sanitation. It's not just sanitation, but y'all the face of this. This is District Council 33 fighting for all the public services we provide all across this city, from one end of the city to the next. Carrington just mentioned that we have yet to hear from the mayor on behalf of the two members, the two citizens of Philadelphia struck down by a drunk driver. That's appalling that had that happen. It's disgusting that happened. Absolutely playing in our face when it comes to that type of situation, that you would let personal feelings about how you feel about this get in the way of showing respect for two men and women that's out here standing for themselves.
My condolences go out to the two members, that lost their lives. I was doing a little more research on that too, and it seems like the two strikers, right, that are injured. My bad, I said lost their lives. I apologize for that. Wait, did they? I gotta look more into that, but I think they were. They say that they were the aggressors. So I'm gonna do a review and reaction to that, and I'm gonna upload it. I'm not gonna do it on the live because I want to do a little deeper research into that. So I'm gonna do a regular upload on that video.
Let's be honest. We shouldn't even have to be out here. Right. People keep reminding me, let them know that we can't afford our rent. Let them know that we got members that are living together sharing a space because they can't afford a space of their own. Let them know that while we trying to get our credit together, we don't make enough ends to get that credit right and pay our bills and then pay these grocery rates. Eggs up 9 cents, whatever the hell the eggs are through the roof. Cost of living is up through the roof. Groceries overall last year up 17% in Philadelphia. Just Philadelphia. It's sickening what's going on. They got scabs all over the city. Absolutely. Got scabs all over the city doing the work that y'all do, but they tell you they can't pay you a livable wage, but they can pay contractors top dollar.
She told y'all she was gonna do that.
She put this housing initiative as part of this CBA. Y'all not slow. There's never been any housing initiative as part of a CBA agreement. Not ever. And firstly, most of y'all can't afford to live in them houses that they're talking about getting. Y'all can't afford to do houses. You can't afford to upkeep them houses. But you gotta have a whole program designed that helps get you in. How you gonna maintain it? How you gonna be able to do that? You can't. In most of the areas that they do.
So like I said, Cheryl Parker, Greg Bauer, and everybody else, Shapiro, all of y'all need to get together and figure out how y'all gonna do this annually raise for these workers.
Nobody want to live in.
It should have already been figured out. It should have already been dealt with.
But we don't want her option. Pay us enough money so we have our own option. We decide where we want to live at. Won't provide a residency waiver. Police got it. Fire got it. Our own members in corrections have it. PPA got it. But it's not good enough for our members. Now, truth be told, we just looking for.
And this is where I do agree. I do know that the commissioner, right, from the fire department and the police department did get raises. So if they did get these annually raises, Cheryl Parker, match the sanitation workers' raise to what you raise the fire department and the police department. Just match it and make them go to work. And if they don't do their jobs right, replace them.
The ability to have options that grown men and women that serve this city every day proudly. Because most of us won't be able to live outside the city because we don't make enough money to do it. But why shouldn't you have the option to do so? You're providing a service. In our proposal, we said 10 years. 10 years. And then allow our members to be able to live outside the city.
Hello?
Currently, for anybody eligible for the next 5 years. And if you're just now coming to corrections, you have residency waiver as soon as you start with the city. As soon as you start. Until they get to 80% capacity, they're hired at 2. So this is about y'all. This is a personal thing going on with me and her. I ain't got nothing to do with this. My job is to advocate and fight for y'all. That's right. That's all I'm here for. Every day, I keep people calling me and telling me about their hardships and their situations. And I'm thinking, why we got to go through that in the 6th largest city in the country? How? When the mayor's cabinet is the largest in the history of Philadelphia. Average salaries of $135,000. Talk about it. But they the ones making decisions on folks that's making $40,000. Right. How that make sense? Share it with us. It don't. It makes no damn sense that you all, how can you say you pro-labor, pro-union, pro-worker, pro-Philadelphia? You are Philadelphia. From every neighborhood across this city. And y'all serve this city proudly. Most of y'all work in this city because you know you are serving your family, your friends, and your neighbors. Otherwise, you take your talents and go elsewhere. But we love the city we represent. We love the city we work for. And all we want to do is be able to live inside the city comfortably. But as VP Little said, we got members that are eligible for public services, and some of our members are the ones providing the public services. There's something wrong with that. Yes, it is. That's what this fight is about. Staying out here, standing strong. We thought we didn't have no allies, but it's community groups all over the place. We got other unions, Teamsters out there standing strong with us. We got the AFL-CIO standing strong with us. We got the big homie. Right here. So that's to be standing strong with us. 1.3. That's a hell of a squad. So we're going to stand out here every day. We're going to be out here every day. Remember, they didn't think we was going on strike. They didn't think we were going to get past day 1. Day 2. Day 3. Day 4. Day 5. Day 6. Today is day 7. And we still standing, still strong. Everybody working together. Water, sanitation, streets, airport, crossing guards, all of our members standing in solidarity together, standing up for what we know is just trying to advocate and fight for a livable wage inside of this city. There's nothing more righteous than that. Nothing more righteous. We got people all over the country watching what's going on here in Philly. What we gonna show them? We can show them better than better we can tell them. Right. That's what we gonna do. That's how we do in Philly. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you. We win a contract? Yeah. There you go. DC 33. Appreciate y'all.
Uncle Jimmy no more, do
together sharing a space because they can't afford a space of their own. Let them know that while we trying to get our credit together,
Yeah, I'm doing them now.
To get that credit right and pay our bills and then pay these grocery rates, eggs up 9, 10, whatever the hell the eggs ain't through the roof. Cost of living is up through the roof. Groceries overall last year up 17% in Philadelphia. Just Philadelphia. It's sickening what's going on. They got scabs all over the city. Absolutely. Got scabs all over the city doing the work that y'all do, but they tell you they can't pay you a livable wage, but they can pay contractors top dollar. She's putting this housing initiative as part of the CBA. Dumbass, look. There's never been any housing initiative as part of the CBA agreement. Not ever. And firstly, most of y'all
I'm gonna say when I'm done.
I keep talking about getting. Y'all can't afford it right now.
When did I just pick that up?
You gotta have the whole program designed that help get you in. How you gonna maintain it? How you gonna be able to do that? You can't. In most of the areas that they building them houses, nobody want to live in. So we don't want her option. Pay us enough money so we have our own option. We decide where we want to live at. Won't provide a residency waiver. Police got it. Fire got it. Our own members in corrections have it. PPA got it. But it's not good enough for our members. Now, truth be told, we're just looking for the ability to have options that grown men and women that serve this city every day proudly. Because most of us won't be able to live outside the city because we don't make enough money to do it. But why shouldn't you have the option to do so? You're providing a service. In our proposal, we said 10 years. 10 years. And then allow our members to be able to live outside the city. Currently, for anybody eligible for it, it's 5 years. And if you're just now coming to corrections, you have residency waiver as soon as you start with the city. As soon as you start. Until they get to 80% capacity, they're hired at 2. So this is about y'all. This is a personal thing going on with me and her. I ain't got nothing to do with this. My job is to advocate and fight for y'all. That's right. That's all I'm here for. Every day, I get people calling me and telling me.
He said there's this personal thing going on with me and her, but I ain't got nothing to do with this. There's this personal thing going on with me and her. So he's admitting that there's something personal happening between them. All right. So, I mean, could that be the reason why all this is taking this long? Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. I can't sit here and say, that is the reason. But right here, he admits to there being a personal issues between him and the mayor. So what's crazy is, right, we have to pay for whatever the problem is until they resolve this problem. So it seems like, little by little, we're getting there. I don't know if he meant to say that, but he said it. And in my eyes, it don't sound right. It really don't. So for those of you that catch the replay, let us Shorty know what y'all think, how y'all feel about the situation, what's going on in Philly, what are y'all opinions, right? This right here is all I got right now, man. I just wanted to give y'all an update, right? We've covered a lot so far. These are, the majority of the updates that, I'm gonna play right now, but we're gonna have a part 3. We're gonna give y'all another update. But for right now, this is it, man. Let me know what y'all think, how y'all feel, right? These are always open panels, but that's all the time we got right now. Until next time, this y'all Shorty Rachel, man. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble night. Continue to have a blessed and humble. Oh shit, it's already morning, man. So if y'all got solutions, to put on the table, leave them down in the comments down below, man. And Shorty will pay attention to them, man. Because there's other ways to do this. I get it. I understand what's going on. But I feel like it's something more. And he just admitted to there being personal issues between him and the maiden. So on that note, Shorty out.